Tiffany Cameron, Reggae Girl's top striker, and you are watching Ryan LFC YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
All right, my beautiful people. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whenever you're watching back this video on the replay. I just want to tell you guys, thank you very much to click on the video. So the 23-man squad out for the Jamaica game versus Argentina. Massive game on the 27th in New York. It's going to be very interesting. Reggae Boyz new coach announced this week, and some very interested players on the 23-man list. Hopefully, we can get every single player arrive in Jamaica or the United States to play this game. No joke thing. Some very interested name leave off the Reggae Boyz squad, and I will get into it. Who pick this 23-man squad? Is it the new coach or the Football Federation? I want to hear you guys' opinion down in the comment section. I see some very, very important pieces left off of the squad. I will be very interested to hear what the viewers have to say. I am going to leave you guys to think today. I am definitely going to leave you guys to think today. All right. No Andre Blake in the squad. Yes, no Andre Blake in the squad. And believe it or not, people, the JFF trying to move in away from some of the tactics the players them were making, fussing and always trying to fight with them. Is it that the good thing? Yes, somebody have to move on. You know what I mean? But anyway, I want to hear you guys start down in the comment section. The phone line is open. I want you guys to share your thought down in the comment section. I am going to get through the 23-man squad, and I want you guys to tell me, what do you think? Do you guys happy with the squad? I want to hear your thought down in the comment section. So make sure you guys join me and tell me what do you guys think about the 23-man squad. All right. You know, Argentina put out a very good, strong team to take on the Jamaican team. Yeah, we already know that. So they put out a very strong team. But at the top of the list, Mikel Antonio. Good to see him coming into play in some friendly. And I hope this is not going to be only friendly. Not because it's Argentina. Shamal Nicholson. All right. We don't play number 2. We play number 4. Sparta Moscow. Striker Andre Gray. Kareem Paris. Daniel Green. So Kareem Paris, Dynamic Cave, new team. Daniel Green. Preston North End. Bobby Reed. Fulham. Damian Lowe. Inter Miami. Leon Bailey. Bala. Aston Villa. Ravel Morrison, DC United. Lambert, Phoenix, Rising. Big up to Lambert. All right. Kevin Stewart, Blackburn Rovers. Amal Knight. Amari Bell. Yes, Amari Bell. Luton Town. Ipswich. You know, the Jamaican just made the move to Ipswich. You know who that. Greg Lee. Big up yourself, Greg Lee. Topi, Mount Pleasant. Javian Brown, Vancouver Whitecap. Jamalo, Bournemouth in the Premier League. Richard King, the man himself at Cavaliers Football Club in Jamaica. Mariappa, big up yourself, brother. Good to see Mariappa back in the team. Kemar Foster, you know Kemar Foster is a Whitehouse goalkeeper. And you know that. The big man himself, QPR, Dylan Barnes, and you know, White, you know, that's team in the USA. So no Amal Knight, you hear it. No Andre Blake, you hear it. No Junior Flemings, you hear it. No Speedy Williams, you hear it. No Kemal Taxi Lawrence. You guys see what is going on, right? And I can't bother with the Japan change with players. All right, JFF, I am not going to deal with the Japan change with players. But when you look at this squad, it's some very good player. But I would love to see Cephas in this team. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I would love to see Cephas in this team. Definitely. All right. Drop it, man. Drop it anytime, brother. So, Cephas. I would love to see Cephas in the team, but I told you guys that it's only going to be 23, man. And, you know, we have to. And the next thing, you know, it's good to see Cephas in the team, and him call up would have given him a little bit more confidence at him club. But nevertheless, Cephas, just keep your head down, continue work. Your future is bright. It will come. It will definitely come. It will definitely come. But you have to just take your time. Take your time. Take your time. All right? Just take your time. Take your time, Lord God. Football here for top. Bobby Reed. I want to say people. Jesus Christ. Michael Antonio. The man himself. Ravel Mercer. The man himself. Hey. I'm telling you, guys. I'm telling you, man. Good to see Kevin Stewart in the team. That's what me I talk about Jamaican people. You see, not only when we play against Argentina, we want to see the Englishman them represent when we call them to play this friendly game. JFF, don't play with you know. Don't play with the youth them, brethren. Find the money anyway you have to find it to bring them in. Bring them in because we need that gel from early. You know what I mean? But yeah, people, want to think. Let me know, Topi, you know that Javon Brown. Let's see. And you know what? When you look at this age, the squad, the players they will call up, you know, it's not a bad squad. I don't think a lot of people should make it sound like this is a bad squad. I don't believe it's a bad squad. You understand? Good to see Daniel Johnson. Good to see Daniel Johnson, man. Good to see Daniel Johnson. And JFF, this is a good thing to release the squad early because it's very, very important to release the squad very, very early. So this is a great move by the Football Federation. We love this and thing. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I kind of have a little bit of confidence. So, JT Taylor, good evening. Welcome to the show. JT, are you still there? JT.
Yes, man. Can you hear me?
Yes, man. I'm hearing you, man. Go ahead, JT Taylor. Guys, this is J Taylor, one of the man who run the Ryan LFC show. 1 minute about. Yeah, go ahead, Taylor.
Yeah, man. That's the official squad, right?
Yes, that's man. Official. Can't tell you that.
Yeah.
And me have a little bit of news to get to, you know, before you start getting to the squad. And is it a good thing? They are definitely planning to move away from the Speedy, the Kemar Taxilarians, the Alvas Powell, the Junior Flemings, the Anjay Blake. They are moving away. How you feel about that? You're not going to see some of these man where a lot of headache given to coach and the Football Federation. Because at the end of the day, we can't have two persons who are fight at each other. We need to see if the JFF now go move, some player have to move on. And it now look like we're going to move away the JFF right now. So what do you think about that? Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
Ryan, remember you're talking to Jay Taylor who told you that players like Speedy Williams need to watch the Jamaica football team play on TV. Remember that. I've been calling for these players to no longer be a part of the setup. They are below the MLS. Speedy Williams, I think he has improved his game, but he hasn't improved his game enough to get a major contract either. So I think he has reached a level, Ryan, where scouts and coaches realize that this is the best you could potentially get out of Speedy Williams. Yes, that's at the club level. And if coaches at the club level recognize that when international football is the highest level of football you can play in your life, how can a man like that be playing for your country? It's just a joke. If he's not even the MLS. I wasn't. I don't think I would have called back Andre Gray. I like him as a player, Ryan, but I would have give a younger player
Cephas, I would have loved to see if Cephas can kick up so much rumpus.
Yes. I would have I could accept Cephas in there because he's been on target lately a lot. I think Mikel Antonio now the tide has changed where Mikel Antonio now needs Jamaica more than Jamaica needs Mikel Antonio because West Ham is not doing well. Mikel Antonio is no longer looked at as the striker from last season that was firing on all cylinders. You know what I mean? This might be his last season at West Ham. And now he needs international football to show that he's actually still
at the level.
Yes, so now Jamaica has more bag. I think players like Mikel Antonio as Jamaica Chopper Khan in the plane. I tell you. They're not going to play with the thing anymore, Ryan. I'm glad not to see Speedy Williams in the midfield. I think Andre Blake put him in football shoes in her mouth this week. And the JFF say, all right, you still a chat off your mouth, stay here. That's just basically, which is not the right approach. But I think the JFF is also a bit more serious now that they're no longer going to take crap from players. I think now they have made up their man, Ryan. And it goes back to that show that I called in, Ryan, and I told you that this Adidas deal is going to put a fire under the JFF. Not saying they're going to be better, Ryan, but they know they have to pick players on a higher level to put on that Adidas jersey. I tell you, Ryan, Adidas and a top coach, you're going to need players on the world stage. I tell you, Adidas now give you millions of dollars, Ryan, for a man from Humble Lion, a straight up in the jersey. Not saying good players are not at Humble Lion. Adidas is giving you this deal, Ryan, to see Shaman Nicholson from Sparta, West Ham, Mikel Antonio, Aston Villa, Leon Bailey, Daniel Johnson, Ravel Martin, DC United. Those are the people who done Adidas sponsor you to put in their jersey, bro. People who's gonna be on national
TV, global where people know
on the weekends. That's people don't understand why. That's why FIFA is one of the richest organizations around the world in the world is because they bring in the big sponsorships.
Yeah.
When you look on English Premier League game or a football game, you see Bet360, Betfair. You know how much them gambling website? That's how you can play at 85 million in a bro.
Yeah.
People think say tickets alone can play. 22 players, 87 million, right?
Sponsor.
It's sponsors. So that's the time when I called into you and I said, Ryan, this Adidas deal is going to force the hand of the JFF to make bigger decisions. I think they're even going to get better at that logistics thing. The JFF don't want that smoke. Adidas do not also want to sponsor a crash train, Ryan. Yeah. Adidas don't want to sponsor a team where, as you look on the internet, Jamaican football players stuck in a Guatemala, them stuck a Japan, can't fly. Not with Adidas sponsoring you. I'm telling you, this Adidas sponsorship comes with a bigger responsibility and a digital sponsor, your brother.
Adidas, worldwide.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Ryan, if you are running a brand like Adidas, you're going to get top actors, top sports athletes to wear your stuff. That's who's going to bring you the business. It's not a person who put on the jersey, play for Jamaica, then he might judge the jersey at Jamaica, walk up and down a bun weed in that jersey. That's not working for Adidas, my friend. And I think now Jamaican football is at a crossroads. I hope we get another friendly because, as I said before, the World Cup coming up, there's going to be a lot of room for friendlies where teams want to sharpen up.
Themselves going into the World Cup,
yeah, man, teams want to
I think this is the last international break, though, you know.
Yes, that's what I was gonna think. This
is the last international break.
Yes, and the EPL I think is gonna start tightening up, even though it's the early season.
Because this game this game them coming Tuesday. This game coming Tuesday in England for the Premier League. This game in the Champions League and the Europa League. International break because no game going to play over the weekend. Some team going to play, but Liverpool now when them play tomorrow, that's it for them until October.
Yes, until October. So this is what we're shaping up to see. Leon Bailey, I'm glad to see Leon Bailey out there. Shamar Nichols, I think Shamar Nichols will be coming back into this team.
Hungry for sure. Him club say him still have it.
Yes, I think he's coming hungry because there was a lot of talk around his name in the late part of the transfer window and nothing went through. And I think he wants to show the world why those talks were being held about him and who is better for you to prove your stuff against, Ryan?
Argentina, big team.
A team that people said could potentially win the World Cup. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get a chance to go out there and play again. I'm happy that we're not going there with a local coach, Ryan, because it would be waste of a good opportunity to line up the boys against a quality opponent and kind of show the people, the fans, where we want to go with. I think even Daniel Johnson coming back in, Kevin Stewart, but Ryan, another thing that I have to say, I always want Kevin Stewart in the team. I always want Jamalo in the team, and I always want Daniel Johnson.
Would you take back?
I want to say this to you,
go ahead before me answer that question. No, because
Ryan,
that's true. The reason why, because I don't really like Lambert, bro. Him hide from the ball too much, brother.
No. Listen, Ryan, you have to look at age and capabilities. One thing that I saw, Kemal Lambert, he showed me sparks, Ryan. I know a lot of people would have said, why hasn't Kemal Lambert improved his game as much? It's the same reason why Jonah Fleming is stuck on the bench in the reserve team in France. He's playing in the USL. It's like you take a man from country, Ryan, where I planned him his whole life. Yeah. And you can't go to town and say if you have to run the head branch of Scotiabank.
Yeah. but you know, so Taylor, forgot to have Kevin Stewart in the midfield, so Lambert now go start. So me live with that.
That's what I was gonna say to you now. Ryan, that Lambert will be a good understudy for Kevin Stewart. Yeah. Because he will even have to compete to even see the field. He will have to. And I think Kevin, he will learn. And I think, Ryan, I know people talk about Javian Brown. He's not the answer. I wouldn't call back Javian Brown personally. I don't think he's ready for international football.
So why would you give Lambert a pass? Lambert playing a lower league, Javian Brown playing a higher league, and he's younger. You don't think he can improve?
No, I'm going off physique. I'm going off the position. The position that Kevin Lambert is playing. Sometimes you can have him play a more. You're not ever gonna ask Kevin Lambert to play box to box. You're always gonna have him on the defensive side. So you're not gonna look for any creativity out of him. So teaching him positioning and stuff like that, he can learn that. And he has the right build. He has the height who can come back and challenge for headers in the box on corners, which is and set pieces, which is one of our weaknesses. If you look, we conceded a lot of goals in that World Cup campaign on set pieces. So we want players like that. If you're gonna start a player like Javian Brown can win headers for you. And my problem with this now, Ryan, the right back position in football is no longer the same right back position from 2005. The right back position in football. Tell people to watch Liverpool. If you want to know what right back position look like in football now, you look at Liverpool and you look at Arsenal and you look at Tottenham and them team there. This is what the right back is now. The right back is no longer where we ask Javian Brown to run down people, Ryan. your right back player has to be a player who can get things done. Because if you have a terrible Javian Brown out there, your attacking winger is limited. Then your attacking winger is gonna spend most of his time, Ryan, playing defense to help out Javian Brown. That's my problem with having Javian Brown right now. When Javian Brown plays with like a Leon Bailey on the right, Leon Bailey is playing defense 90% of the time. We can't have that. You have to have a right back, Ryan, who can move forward but also handle his defensive duties. Right backs today, Ryan, don't have to be amazing defenders. They have to be good at pushing the ball up the pitch and have the right positioning on the edge of the 18, right in that little triangle to either cut off. And that's where Javian Brown's weakest point is. That's his weakest point, Ryan.
I agree with you on that.
Where he either he end up getting caught out wide, or he runs back too tight in on the centre back and give the winger too much space to drift with the ball, and then those set pieces coming in the box, and then we have Mariapa in there, we have Damian Lowe and a Richard King. But it's good to see that kid Joel is in the team, right?
Yeah, Joel is in the team.
Ryan, to me, that guy, I would want to see him play at the CDM position.
Yeah.
I would want to see him as a defensive midfielder. He showed me that in that Catalonia game. I saw a lot of times where he stepped up in space with the ball. To me, he's not a true centre back.
Yeah.
He's not a true centre back either. He is not a true centre back either. He has a lot of weaknesses in that centre back row, and that's why his career kept going down. He kept going to lower teams. It's because he kept getting exposed in that position. He's not, but a player like that also, he gives Jamaica more flexibility on the defensive end. I think this coach is going to have a lot of tools to work with.
Yeah,
based on the squad. I didn't know it was Greg Lee on the paper.
Yes, man, Greg Lee on the paper, Omari Bell on the paper. So we have a good left back, we have a good right back. So Greg Lee I go play right back for us. Jama, Javian Brown I go sit on the bench, in my opinion still. And you have Kareem Paris. You have Kareem Paris. You have, let me tell you the striker them. You have Leon Bailey, you have Mikel Antonio, Shaman Nichols, Andre Gray, Kareem Paris, Jamal Lowe. All right. Midfield, we have Daniel Johnson, Bobby Reid, Daniel Johnson, Ravel Morrison, Lambert, and Stewart. Russell from Huddersfield. I don't know the player from Huddersfield. Right?
Yeah, I saw his name and I said I'm going to do some research on him tonight. Go ahead.
And in defense, we have Mariapa, we have King, we have Javian Brown, we have Topi, we have Bell, Omari Bell, you have Damian Lowe, and I think you have Jama Topi from Mount Pleasant and stuff. And the goalkeeper, you have Kevin Foster. I think he played for Waterhouse, and you have Dylan Barnes. I think he's going to get the goal. Get the Dylan Barnes. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Ryan, I think we have a pretty damn good team. Yeah. With all that I said, I think if we had this team 100%,
and Kevin Stewart, we never call Kevin Stewart. Kevin Stewart, yeah.
Ryan, if we had this team from the last Gold Cup, we would have qualified for the World Cup. I think if we had this team gelling before the last World Cup with all these players, remember, before the Gold Cup and up to the World Cup qualifier, we still, I think, people still argue say, Corey Burke fi player. The taxi we broke down for drive out. Alvarez Powell with 1 foot run out on crutches. And then the madness did have one, Now, Ryan, we have at least four EPL players.
4 EPL
team. All right, we have 4 EPL players, and I thought that young man would have got back a call. Because I kind of like what he did. He got a call the last game. He was a midfielder man from England. He got his he made his debut. He came off the bench.
Oh, he's not from England, man. Oh, the one who play for Huddersfield. And he come on in the last game against Mexico, man.
Yeah. I think he's Jamaican, born in Jamaica, and
I think he Jamaican. I can't remember his name, man, but his name started A, man. His name started A. You know we attack, right?
Aaron's, Rolando Aaron's.
Yes. I think he playing for Huddersfield now. He's playing for Huddersfield right now. He's playing for Huddersfield.
Yes.
But the most important player, one of the most important player for me, Taylor, is Kevin Stewart, because I believe that he win back the ball high up the pitch. You understand? And he tackle very well. A lot of people don't rate him for him tackle, but he tackles very, very well. You understand? And Bailey and Kareem Paris. Going forward, we are building our team. Brother, we have to have him. We have to have Bailey, Shaman Nicholas, Kareem Paris. You see, next you more the man him adding to the team is the youth named Cephas.
Yeah.
He's doing some great thing. Yeah.
Ryan, Cephas is gonna get his opportunity, but Ryan, this is one of the big mistakes we always made in the past. Ryan, not because a player heat up in the Premier League in Jamaica.
No, he not play that Jamaican Premier League, brother. Him stop playing that Jamaican Premier League.
Yeah. Which league is he in now?
Him there in our league in Europe, man. But he has been doing what he one of the best players in Jamaica, but they never give him a car.
Yeah, he was at Portmore, right?
No, man, him at Harbourview, Arnett, man.
Harbourview.
Arnett him there, man.
Arnett him there, yeah.
Man, that killer with pace, brother.
Yes. Yeah,
Arnett,
I think
man.
he's playing now in a blue jersey. Like the team wear a blue jersey.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, I think I blew him team wear.
Yes, somebody did send me.
Carol, me tell me about that player a long time in the World Cup qualifier. Say, we have a national team. I want to have Cephas in the team. You understand?
Ryan, I'm still. He's gonna have to do a little bit more to convince me. Just like how Kareem Paris put in the work, and Kareem Paris is where he is now. This is when we reward our players. Ryan, we do not want to reward our players too early. Just like the young man there from Mount Pleasant, Green. Look, remember we did have all those guys. Green. What's the next one from Dundee Holding? That was the striker by Graves. Yeah, Ryan, we don't want to make that mistake anymore. We need to let these guys peak and then transition to another level up, and then we reward them. We can't reward them too early, because then you end up with a bunch of rough diamonds in your team. International football is not for rough diamonds, Ryan. It's the ready product. International football, brother, ready product. When you go play Argentina, every man for Argentina on the bench prove themselves already. We cannot just bring in players to go prove themselves in the national team. That's one of the mistakes we can't make again, Ryan. We always do that. As soon as a player score a few goals, we say call him. I see people are right when I say, yo, Corey Burke, want to court. Brother, is this what we really planning to do? Brother, Adidas are the sponsor now, guys. We need to wait the F up. Adidas, I know Digital sponsor Jamaica football team. We need top class players. Right now, you feel either they on the bench in the EPL.
But Taylor, big man thing still Taylor.
Go ahead.
You see Cephas though, he must been balling out in the Jamaican Premier League. I understand what you are saying, but we don't have Cephas in the team based on we have to reward player how them perform, and Cephas has been consistent. But I agree with you, say we can't reward the player them too early. But at the same time, when a player then empower and I play good and have him confident, now is the time to give him opportunity. But as I said, 23-man squad, we're not gonna have. Yeah, go ahead, Taylor. Go ahead.
Ryan, wasn't the last JPL season, everybody was asking for McGregor.
Yeah, but McGregor never that brave. So in the Premier League season, This man have do it locally, you know, and then go overseas and continue what him do. That what me I say.
But this is not just for you, Ryan. We are talking about, you know, the fans them get carried away as soon as a man score a couple goal on the field, them with the ball a bounce all over your head, Jamaica. The man them say in the national team. This is why I'm so happy now, Ryan, that we're gonna get an international coach, because that's not gonna cut it. That's not gonna cut it, Ryan. It's not gonna cut it. Last season, people calling in on your program, and they're calling for McGregor. Because McGregor scored a couple goals. They're calling for McGregor. We can't just keep pushing unfinished products in the team. We have to push players in the team, Ryan, who is close to the finished product. You see, I respect this call up from Kaheem Paris. Kaheem Paris is one of the players, when I look at that squad, that has earned his spot in this team from the dirt up. That young man went through all the right steps, Ryan, all the channels.
I agree.
Remember when everybody said if you get called, you know what the man do? Him shut up the league this season. Him shut up the league next season. Him shut up the league the next season after that. And where is he now? He's at in Kiev. You see what I say? So it's what you do. Shaman Nicholson came up through the ranks. Slovenia, Belgium. Now they are on the world stage. This is what we need to expect for our players. Remember, people did ask for the youth. They from Malta. Man, never asked for the youth from Malta last season.
Yeah.
Where is he now, Ryan? Yeah. Is he
you know, may I ask a question? And the youth just made the move from Arsenal. The name started. We see him in the Catalonia game. Why not bring him in another game here? Where him young, just make the move to Chelsea. Why not bring him in another game here since?
No. Ryan, you see players like that. There's a lot of politics around players like that. You have to understand.
What you mean Chelsea, by politics?
I'm going to talk about the politics from the EPL to international football. You see, Chelsea has invested a lot in that young man. They're not gonna sell out that young man just like that, Ryan.
No, but him not there at Chelsea, him there on loan.
No, in the on loan. When they are on loan now? Omari Hutchinson, we are talking about?
No, me are talking about the Omari Hutchinson. We just signed for Chelsea. Him there on loan. Him there on team in the championship.
All right. I mean, but he's a Chelsea product. A Chelsea own him, right?
Yeah, but if an international break and we call him supposed to come. If he want to come, the Chelsea can hold on upon him.
Ryan, it doesn't really work like that with those young players, Ryan. It doesn't work like that with young players like Omari Hutchinson. You can't just, you're not going to just call him and get him like that, Ryan. We still don't know all the politics.
Yeah, but so when him that Arsenal will get him playing a game that it was in an international way name there.
Yeah, but you don't remember Paul Hall. The difference is, Ryan, Paul Hall is Jamaican. Omari Hutchinson's father is Jamaican. There was a lot of communications behind the scenes.
So why the communication could continue to be like that? And we have Argentina. And these are the young players we have to in the team run.
But Ryan, who's the head coach? Who's the head coach for Jamaica? you are going to say that, Ryan, with a team who don't have who have a coach? Who's going to call him? Who's going to talk to his father? Who's going to talk to the club? The difference is better. Paul Hall had the ability to pull that string, Ryan. That was one of the players that was one of the players where the power of Paul Hall could have gotten him in the team and moved the process along faster because Paul Hall knew the player. We don't know who the new head coach is. And I still don't know why they're waiting so long.
No, this week, I think the coach arrived. I think the coach arrived Wednesday. The coach arrived Wednesday this week.
Yeah, so now, Ryan, this coach is going to have to now learn who are these young talents in England. You know, he must go learn himself. He's going to have a rapport or a relationship with Omari's agent. His dad, they said his dad and his family plays a huge role in his decision making. So it's not just you just call him and him pick up him bag and leave. He's still a youngster, isn't it? He's still, my brother. That young man in Ryan, maybe let's say for example you raise your son at Canada, and he's at Arsenal, and Jamaica call him, and I decide I go take your family out of poverty, and I be a madness and go on at Jamaica. You are fling your son from Canada, tell him to leave Arsenal for go. go pick up all the broke foot and end the riches for your family. It don't work like that, Ryan. A lot of people have them hopes and dreams for them kids, and then put in a lot of work for them son get so good to this level. So they want to make sure their son make a good decision in what he's gonna do. I'm just saying, like, God forbid, like, let's say he's on loan now, but he just got that deal at Chelsea now where he's on loan. He comes to Jamaica, gets injured. That set him back when he goes home, Ryan. That slow him down now. They don't want to do that yet. They want to solidify him by concreting his spot in England. He gets up to the first team. He shows stuff in the championship, and then Jamaica can start talking. He's a young player. It's not like England, If it was England already, it would have been easy because they would look at it as all the EPL clubs are going to see him play for England anyways. But playing for Jamaica, it's a different ball game. Jamaica's not going to the World Cup. This is a one-off friendly. You would have to make the right decision and just to keep the young man safe. So I don't think we should rush Omari Hutchinson. I think we should take our time and do it right with him, Ryan, because he is the future.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you on that.
Yeah. Let's not rush in for one friendly.
All right, people, come on, people. Over 200 of you guys in the chat. I only have 60 people. Like the video, people. Come on, like up the show, people. Taylor, so based on the team, what do you expect from this team? You think we can give ourselves a good count to give a count to be ourselves?
All right, so Ryan, for me, you got to remember a lot of these players played for Jamaica already. A lot of people might say this is the same old music we're going to put on the record. So for me, it comes down to the coach. Who is the coach for me? This team is the coach. It comes down to who is the coach. I want to see who this coach is, and I want to see what the coach plans to do. I more want to see, just like that first game where Paul Hall, we gave Paul Hall the opportunity to show us what he's trying to do with the team. Yes. I don't expect a big result, but I still expect Jamaica to go down there and compete. I think these guys are hungry. Players like Bobby Reid, though Bobby Reid is starting for Fulham, he's under a lot of pressure now. He's under a lot of pressure because based on the commentary when I'm watching the games, they're saying that he's potentially kind of a weak link at Fulham. He's a good player, but he's under pressure for his position. I think he wants to make a statement. I think Leon Bailey wants to make Ryan, we have a team of hungry players. Let's say that.
Do the JFF hungry for continue the success, brother. The player can hungry, coach can hungry, but the federation need to put the dot together they need to be hungry to get success.
Yeah, and I don't think these players are gonna get. Yeah, I don't think these players are gonna get the coach's system so quickly. So that's another thing, and we don't know how many days they're gonna have in camp as well. Because how many days it takes for you to get a system and kind of understand what the coach is going to do. Let's say the coach come in and say we're going to play a back three. Now, Lord Jesus Christ, we have Javian Brown out there run up and down with team madness. Things like that. We have Richard King giving away the ball in key positions. You know what I mean? So it's going to take a little time, Ryan. It's going to take time. It's gonna take time, so the fans shouldn't have any expectation. I think this is where we should just watch a game, enjoy the fact that we got a lot of our players called up that we would like to see get called. Only two players I think are missing for me. One is Omari Hutchinson and Cephas, as I said, I do think as a local coming out of the local league and making his way to Europe or whatever, he's a player that I think could get an opportunity in a game like this. But even if you bring Cephas, I don't think he probably would have played. There's a lot of players in need of a pass to get a game in this game too.
Yeah.
So it's like Ryan, everybody can play. Everybody can play right now because we are going to bring Mikel Antonio, them go bench them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember, I know you have Mikel Antonio, Andre Gray playing in Greece, and I think he's playing well. So you have three strikers who are playing week in and week out, maybe getting time off the bench, are going to compete for the starting spot. Who's Cephas going to get that playing time over? So we want to bring him in the team even and break his confidence. I think let him keep kicking up a storm, elevate himself,
get hungrier, more hungrier.
Like Kahil Pars. Yeah, man, like Kahil Pars, man. You see, Kahil Pars, no Jamaican squad, nothing name out for the next 5 years without Kahil Pars' name on paper. And I'm glad to see names no longer on this paper, like a Junior Fleming who's on the bench of the reserve team in France. And I said that, Ryan, you can go back and watch. I remember I did a whole show on Junior Fleming's going to France, and when I said to you, you're going to have a hell of a time over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I said his footballing IQ and his training and the level that he was playing is at least 3 years behind Europe.
Yeah.
They're gonna send him back from Europe, you know that, right?
Yeah, man.
It's only one direction he can go.
They want to send him back.
Yeah, it's only one direction. Yeah, he's not gonna be able to learn as quickly, Ryan. Listen, Junior Fleming has the raw talent, he has the hunger, he has the speed, but he's very inconsistent. Junior Fleming we rip off a wicked shot from outside the 18, 2 out of 10 times. The next 8 time, I know the stadium that gone. The coaches in Europe don't have time to play to watch you do that. They need you to get it on target at least 6 times out of 10, 5 or 6 times out of 10. Half the time, they're not gonna sit there and pay you euros and pounds to kick the ball in the stadium. So Junior Fleming will for sure be back in the USL in the next year or so. We hope for. I know Topi is also one of the big sticking points, but I said I don't take but my word. I said Topi, he might be slow or whatever, but I think coaches are always gonna see Topi as a potential talent based on his age. Based on his age and his position and his body.
Tell me if you don't hear me. My check 1, 2, 3. Disconnect a while ago. Press something on the thing. Sorry about that. People, hit the like button, people. Come on, hit the like button. Hit the like button, people. Hit the like button. Alright? Hit the like button, people. Come on. Yeah, the card are gone out. The way name there, but Taylor, big up yourself, brother. Sorry about that, brother. Auntie, sorry about that, brother. People, hit the like button, people. Come on. Hit the link, people, and subscribe to my next channel. JT Taylor, sorry about that. Press up and disconnect the whole thing. Yeah. Who that? The goalkeeper coach? No, out of the picture. Out of the picture. No, man, out of the picture, brother. Out of the picture. Taylor. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Yeah, go ahead, because you bunk so Taylor call. You call international, so go ahead. Yeah. People, hold on there. Carla, people, when I hear the caller, let me know, because a lot of people say them not hear it. Hold on there. Let me know if you hear the caller, people. My check, 1, 2, 3. Okay, all right, just a second. 1 minute. I know why them not here. All right, go ahead now. Let me know if you're not here. No sound. All right, Carla, here what? I go hang up and call back right away. All right, sorry about that, people. All right, I know what happened. Taylor. No, man, the caller. Once them call international, them are bounce out it. Yeah, here, let me know if you're not here now. Hold on, let me see if them say them not here. Watch out, the caller here, call it. Caller, go ahead. People not here now. You must hear him now.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, man, there. Yeah, what me I say is I love how the reggae girls them they incorporate the young under 20 warrior them in the big team and the man side to do the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where we are top if you go back to the drawing board, fight to get in the team all over again. Here's this defender youth and the under 20 that play qualifying what year.
Yeah.
Chelsea team in a resume.
Yeah.
Them youth they need for their own team because it's a very bright prospect in the under 20. The team we got Catalonia. Are two different pools that where we have people for they look fun to pick from, Instead of every time we still they look for new people where we have some new people already where we need to figure out through the under 20s, the set of Catalonia youth them. We have those two set of pool where we still need to figure out first. We still they go all over here, there and everywhere and try to pick everybody and we still not figure out completely all of what we have already. You understand me?
Yeah.
Yes, we need to get to that point and find out what best set of player them. Then we go get where we're lacking. We have 10 people and we don't know which one of them are the best for the position. And we still are recruit on top of the 10 where we already have.
Me agree.
You see me? So we need some
so where I say if it wasn't so where I say if it wasn't for you, you'd have used one of the under 20 player them. Defender and dump.
And left Topi, make him go back to fighting way, make Christian play good and make everybody say, yo, see Topi play good. We need him in the side, just like the youth Paris we're working way up everybody said the youth deserve to get a cut. That's how the team is set, just as JT Taylor said, bro. And that's for the team there, brother. I don't know where to go get no bust, you know. You see me? And I don't a market with there, you know, where a man there in the street and you say, but a man for a split. I know that, brother, big international representative and them thing they are going after, brother. I don't know, boss, are you not, bro? You have to be heading to the best, on your way to the best, or at your best already.
Okay.
It's not good, but no, you, bro.
Me agree with you on that. Me agree with you on that. So we have a lot of quality. We have a few young players who can improve, you know. So you say Topi get him chance, you don't want to see a better one. I mean, I think the under 20 goalkeeper deserve to be in that team too.
Yeah, give them youth a chance. Some youth will get some chance and I'm sure what them do with the chance. Make them go back to the giant board, go fight again and forward. Give somebody else a chance as well. We can't have the same person for so long. Chances after chances. We not see him do nothing. Maggie deserve to get left off because you're not significant in Jamaica play. You understand?
Yeah.
Are you like Shamar Nicholson? Me burn the biggest fire for Shamar, and right now you cannot leave him out of the team because the youth at the level where he's
supposed to be.
Game, brother. He's supposed to be there, brother. And me burn the biggest fire for Shamar. Nobody never used to burn fire for him like me. But right now you cannot leave out the youth because the youth is at the level right now, brother. You understand? And that me I talk about. A football me I deal with, I love money enough. A football me I deal with straight, brother. So all if you're my best baller and you perform, you're not there for my team, bro. You're not there for my team. And when the game done, me I have friend again. But when the game out start, if you're not performing, you're not on my team, bro. I still love that everything.
Yeah, and some more on the viewers them understand. Not because their favorite player can't talk about him. You understand? We have to burn it, man. What have to burn it?
Bro, it's only for diva mentality the man them have, bro. Like, you're a public figure, you're a baller, people go talk. People talk about Messi and Messi them so great. Ronaldo them so great and people still bash them.
Yeah.
People gonna talk. Yeah, they can't get everybody to talk good about your brother. Look here, Jesus when get crucified. Jesus was the greatest man to walk earth, bro.
Yeah.
Who are you? Who are you?
Yeah.
So
I agree with you.
The ball of them need to just know say the ball of them just know say a sport, brother. We go talk and most while when we talk because of the betterment where we want to see them through football get to because our football getting better is them also getting better and them we go benefit personally and we financially and them we go benefit. All we go just go do I get good joy and laughter and that's it. And them I go get the big bucks, bro.
Yeah. I agree with you on that. But you have anything more you want to say before you take some other caller?
Right now, we're willing to start a fresh leaf for the JFF and everything, you know. Will the JFF willing to start a fresh new page like everybody else? I know everybody else willing to put everything aside and start fresh.
Yeah.
And everything. But will the JFF have that transparency there to start a new leaf? Because we tired of the drama. We just want some good football, you know. So
good management and everything.
Yes, I just them are the thing right now where kind of glitch the thing where sometimes you can't even blame Andre Blake. Me fed up more while I understand how Andre Blake feeling. I'm fed up, you know, brother. Andre Blake, they go through it personally. Me and you where they sit down and I watch and I analyze. You don't feel how Andre Blake feel,
it's
bro.
rough, man. When you're in a situation, call away, I say. The other day, I'm nearly mad. Because the things that I hear are going behind the scene, it mad me. And that me I tell you, a lot of people who want to sit down in the city.
Bro, more I need to tune in because so me hear what go on, brother. I need to tune in because I need to give my brain a break, brother.
True.
Imagine the player them where they go through it, we have to think from that side, from it too. The man them fed up, brother. So we can't always blame them, even though we want good positive vibes going to the game. They man them fed up from all of the disappointment over the time. And the first.
Yeah, understand.
And the first them, the man them go through it. So as much as we want to burn them out and say, and them this and that, they know them fed up to bad man. Man them a human being, bro. I mean, I know the Andre break fan neither. In turn bad when he ready. Last World Cup cycle, he give a bad vibes. But them man, them fed up, brother, at the JFF.
Yeah. Me like how you see people think the JFF people them think the fans them is not fair. Look at what you say. You fed up at them, but you are say at the same time, will the JFF be fair? Just like how a lot of the fans must say, alright, new coach coming, new Adidas. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Fans have said that, although them fed up, but them are going to prove the fan. Them say, yo, them no want change. You going to see.
So everybody ready to start a new leaf. But I wonder if JFF ready. You see me?
Yeah, them are the leader. I know them supposed to come out and say, hey, yo, let's go talk to management. Let's go talk to coaches. So we go talk to I Am Sure Sport. Let's go all of these platforms and say, fans, forgive we in the past. We're going a new way. Even that, people don't say, all right, at least them say new page. All of them come out, vice president, president, everybody come out. Today them go on management, today them go on coaches deck, today them go on I Am Sure, today them go over JD, today them go over military, today them go at Talawa and say, boy, people, we have a flaws. We're not perfect, but guess what? We are trying a new page and going forward, we're going to show how much money we get from FIFA. We're going to show how much we get from Adidas. We're going to show you how much we pay the coach. We're going to show you the books and everything. But if you can't come show that, it don't make no sense. Now the time for them say, all right, them a compound. Them never have a compound our thing. Go on Sportsman, go on TVJ, go campaign. Go CVM. If you believe we ash, go TVJ, go CVM. Sit down with them, go on Football GPS and say, people are shown in the books. Vice President, the President, all of them. Say, yo, it's a new page, new thing we try. But until them not do that, we have a problem, brother.
And by chance, you not see corporate Jamaica jump on board, bro. It's not by chance or by mistake.
Yeah, no man, corporate come now, brother. Corporate come, we have a white coach, brother.
But listen, why before all of that last World Cup qualification, the man them not trust the program, brother. Like there's a lot of things need to be detailed with in the program where people can really feel free over the female side. You and Sidela Malia have big problem. Why? And Sidela Mali only try to improve the sport and everything. So why and she in a conflict? I must stop you the do wrong car where you the control over the man side. Now go right. And what Sidela Malia do over the female side, they go nice and smooth, and even if there's bumps, they go good for the most part. So I was no problem, brother. Is it me? But yeah, just that more I said tonight. Enough people want to call in.
Alright, big up yourself, brother. Big up yourself. No love and respect.
Yep.
Alright, may I get a whole heap of missed call. Big up to all of the people them. People, the phone line is open, but before me get back to the phone line and me take other call, people, I want to do me one favor. We have almost 220 of you guys in the comment section. If you guys can get it to 150 likes, I would appreciate that. But another thing I would love for you guys to do for me, right? The Ryan LFC Extra. As me say, may I blaze the fire, I want you to follow the journey with me. I want to blaze the fire against JFF. You have to have plan B, plan C, and everything. So, the comment, my pin, my second challenge in the comment section. A lot of you guys haven't subscribed to it as yet. What you waiting on? Hit the link and subscribe to it. That's my second channel, Ryan LFC Extra. I just post it in the comment section, the people. So, want to follow the movements, people. Follow the movements, people. By hit that link and subscribe, people. Alright, let's go for the phone call, people. Let's go for the phone call. People, hit the link, people. The link pin in the comment section, people. The link pin in the comment section, and hit it, people, and subscribe to my next channel, people. Balakir, support the movements, brother. Support the movements, brother. Travis, support the movements. Wayne, Alex. Support the movements, brother. Balakir, you call in. Call in a Balakir, man. Or you make the thing look so Balakir. Call in, man. Alright, let's call back the person until Balakir. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, Tennessee. Big up yourself, Tennessee. Big up yourself, man. No love and respect. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. What you have to say about the squad?
I haven't seen the squad, but I have some other questions I'd like to ask.
Yeah,
yeah, I'll listen to you a while ago. We know, so we have some problem with midfield, right? And we do have to start out our midfield, know who our midfield is, right? And we also have a chemistry problem. You know, different players come in and different players coming out. But I want to touch on a point that the caller that was there earlier, he was making some good points. Andre Blake said this over and over. The players can't just come into a team when they feel like they have to be committed, right? You agree with that, right?
Yeah.
You agree with that, right? Then they can't just come out when they feel like and then don't feel like, you know what I mean? And they're not sure, right?
Yeah, man, me agree with that.
This is one of the problem that we have, and the main problem is the JFF, right? So my thing now is since we get this new coach, I don't know who the coach is, right? Can we all do a reset? Everybody, you know what I mean? Just do a reset. The JFF players and everybody just come together and sit down. And so the past is the past. We can't function like that anymore. We have to be honest with the players, honest with the fans, right? Because guess what? You guys the way you call it, bloggers. You guys have put everything on blast, you know, right? I only come on board now and make everybody start know what's going on. But I think we all need a full, you know what I mean, a reset. What do you say about that?
Reset what? The JFF?
The JFF, the stuff that was happening in the past, right? They have
Carla, you know watch the program, Carla?
Yeah. Watch the program, yes.
Yeah, boy, Carla, may I beat the JFF every day, so I need a change. Come on, Carla, you have a get.
Yeah, man. We beat them, we beat them day and night. But guess what? We still have 2 more years with this one, right? We can't force them out because of FIFA rule, right?
Yeah,
so we still have 2 more. We still have 2 more years with them.
Listen, the only way me I give them a chance, I'm going to listen to me. The only way me I forgive them, what them do. Now, honestly, we have new deal going into January. We have new coach, according to the people them from the JFF. For the fans to get behind the thing, you guys need to come and say, listen, we are start a new page for giveaway. What happened? We are try something new. Just get behind it. Show the books how much money we get from FIFA. But that, if them not do that, me not forgive them. Me just go watch the team and support the team.
That's true. That's true. No, I mean, it's gonna be hard for you know what I mean, and for me, you know what I mean, personally, you know, because I can't get with the nonsense, you know what I mean, that these guys do. But in have 2 more years, left on his contract, and we can't force him out, right? But if them look into themselves and say, you know what, we messed up so many years, right? Let's try to get this shit right. You know, we have a new coach, we have people start to pay attention now, right? You know, we need sponsors on board, we need this, we need that. Let's start from the top. Let's try and reset this thing. You know what I mean? Let's try and you know, reset this thing and get this thing right. One last question, and then I go. When we talk about players playing overseas, right? And then you have everybody. You have the local players, right? You have players who get a chance, like 1, 2, 3, 4 chances, and don't prove themselves, right? How many chances do you think a player should get? And don't prove, even though you know sometimes it's a lot of nonsense go on. You know, like a team just pick from nowhere and go play. You know, players don't know chemistry. They don't meet together or stuff like that. Let me give you one example. I remember when Schaefer was in, right? You remember Schaefer, right? Schaefer or whatever his name is. And it was a game down. We were playing South Korea. It was a money game. right? So they need they need the cash. So South Korea far really far. And the man players that fly from all over the world, which these things never exposed to us until Andre Blake them started expose it and Taxi Lawrence them, right? The game was supposed to be 4 o'clock, so tomorrow 4 o'clock. Players that arrive midnight, right? A long flight at changed airline to airline, right? And reach them midnight, right? People game 10 hours later. Just that the JFF need to look at themselves to fix, right? But back to what I was saying about players getting 3, 4, 5, and 6 chances, right? How many chances do you think a player should get? No matter where he's from or who he is.
I believe if you don't have a system when you call the player them, they're going to fail. And this coach we're going to come in. I need to see him having philosophy and what him plan. Not meaning him not going to have much game for this year. But we need to see press conference. We need to at least have 3 press conference. Talk to the media. What are your plans? Who are some of the players you're looking at? We have a big pool. We have a young player. I believe we need to have a system of play. And it needs to start from the age 15 come right up. Every national team supposed to play one way. So when the player play under 15 and going on to the under 17, him know what him going to the under 17 go do. And when he move from the under 17, him go up in the under 20. He know what him supposed to do. When he move to the under 23, it's easier. When he move to the senior team, him know exactly what the senior coach want from him. So coach, after they on the same level, and the technical director, theme thing to organize with the coach, having meeting, having workshop, and have the plan set. You say if we don't have this, we are going to go fail again. And JFF, them have to support the thing 100%. The long term, we need long term. We don't need the short term. Don't do the short term thing and put the money in the pocket. Long term, we not going to get the money. So we don't want to believe in the long term thing. We don't have to believe in it.
Yeah.
We don't want to make money. If we don't want to make money, the right money and the quick money, we don't have to go in on the long term vision. If we don't have that, we're going to struggle again. I'm going to say it again, Carla. Changing a head coach is just a piece of it. Blaming a head coach is just a piece of it. Everybody have to depend.
That's the easy way out.
The technical committee, we can't, if you look at it, we move Carl Brown. Same result. We move Rennie Simons.
You know what's
and then you get it to it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Don't cut me up.
Go ahead.
Rennie Simons, we remove him. I'm going to give you the name them. I am going to give you the name.
Yeah, man.
Just a second. I have them in my phone right now.
Yeah, man.
So, listen, this is the quick thing. From 2005 to 2006, Wendell Downswell be the coach for a short period.
Yeah.
Carl Brown, 2006 for a short period. Bora, 2006 to 2007, short period. Rennie Simons back in Jamaica, 2008, short period.
Remember that.
2009, 2008, John Barnes, short period. Tapper Whitmore, 2009, 2013, long period. Winford Schaefer, 2013, 2016, long period. Coach Theodore Whitmore, 2016, 2021, that's 5 years. Paul Hall, 2001, 2002. Marion Garden, this year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 coach. You're telling me that 9 coach we change are the same problem we have? We changing coach, the manager in there for 20 odd years. Nobody removed them. The president, two presidents we have for over 30 years. Nobody moved them.
You're right.
Vice president in the same position for over 35, 36 years. Jensek in there for over 5 years. Nobody has lose them job in the JFF. But every time something goes wrong, blame the players, blame the coach, and the JFF take the problem. It's a combined effort. If we are going to go forward, we cannot continue blaming coach. We cannot continue changing coach after coach after coach. We are getting the same result. Something has to change. The JFF have to change their strategy. How them deal with things and how them plan. The technical committee, the chairman, and everybody have to depend on the T. The water boy have to depend on the T. The groundsman have to depend on the T. Example. If the water boy don't pack the igloo properly, match day, no water, player thirsty, no Gatorade. If the man will deal with the jersey, he's supposed to bring the away jersey and the home jersey. That's if the team can change color power. If them left the socks, all the team are going to play. Everybody have to pull in one direction. The JFF, them too many excuses and too much lie to the people them. Come to the people them. This is the opportunity. This is the opportunity now to clear all the problem. Some people will forgive. Yeah. If you come out and say them are going to show the book and them are going to do this in the right way. But the more talking, you have to see action. Go ahead now, Carla. You see how much coach me name you? 9 coach. And I see
but you miss out one. You miss out Lazzaroni. He was an Argentine coach. He was there for one of the World Cup qualifying cycle and he did not know the players. That was his excuse. The question I was going to ask you touched on technical director. I was asking somebody this. How good, because Wendell Downswell is the technical director, right? Mm-hmm. I've never hear anybody giving him the form of blame. They blame everybody else but not him. And he's supposed to get some of the blame too.
Then, Carla. You don't watch my show then.
No, man, I watch your show, man. I watch your show. I watch your show, man. But yeah, let me ask you what. No, but I don't hear anybody else go after him. Right? This is my final question to you.
Carla, may I tell you the truth? You don't watch my show. You probably watch it every now and then.
Ryan, but watch your show then, man. May I tell you the truth, man.
Carla,
watch your man.
I tell you.
You have your number to me call you.
I know you have my number. Tell me the truth, man. You watch me every now and then. You ever watch me every now and then?
No, brethren, I watch it, but sometimes I just don't say nothing. Right? You know, just go and listen.
No,
because especially when you have Mr. Speed on. Especially when you blast Mr. Speed, right?
No, you blast Speed when anything and come around. But anyway, go ahead.
No, man. So on the Canadian League, right? Mm-hmm. How good is that league right now? What level is that league on?
I'm going to be honest with you. And this going to sound crazy. The Canadian League is not the Canadian League not up there as yet, right? But guess what? It's a productive. I mean, like broadcast it. Me can stay right now and type it in on YouTube, type it in and see it on ESPN. The Canadian Premier League well broadcast. The feel them is much better than the Jamaican feel them. It's not original grass like Jamaican feel them, you know. But Canada has put in a lot of money back in them program. Remember, I can tell you this.
And this is all over the country, right? Is this all over the country?
Yes, man. They're doing grassroots. They're doing a lot of stuff, Virgin. They're doing a lot of stuff. And I can tell you this, brother. The Canadian Premier League have a lot of different nationality in it. One of the problems will be Jamaica.
Yes.
We don't have much foreign player coming into the country. When you don't have much foreign player coming into the country, the competition for the Jamaican player them need to get better. When you look at the Canadian Premier League, it is getting better. Is it? I can tell you by 2026, they will write up there with the MLS. I can tell you that. Because once you put money in something, you're going to get great achievements from it. Me can tell you that. But Carla.
And Cinti says, yeah, man.
Go ahead, man. Make
yeah, man. Respect, man. But you say Cinti says all over the country, and that is, you know what I mean, that is something that was good. Because I remember when I first come to America, that was when the league just started over here. The MLS league, when Andy Williams and them, you know.
Yeah.
They were like some of the founders of the league. Yeah. You know what I mean? So MLS grew over the years, and we have a lot of Jamaican players contribute. So I hope the Canadian League will finally get there too, so we can have some more exposure. You know, because we have a lot of Caribbean, people over there. All right. Yeah, man. Thanks for taking the call, big man. I'm gonna go and watch your show some more, man. Know yourself, man. All right.
Yeah, man, Carl. You don't know, man. Nothing about respect. Here, sir. Nothing about respect.
Yes, man. Respect.
All right. Cool. Yeah, man. So Big up to Georgia Girl, big up to Devon Porter, big up to Bala Kerr, big up to Robert Smith, big up yourself, Devon Porter, big up yourself, Entertainment, big up yourself, Grant, big up yourself, Georgia Girl. Salute, sweetheart. Big up to your wife, big up to your husband, your son, your family, them. It's a whole family. I capture a whole family over in Atlanta. So Georgia Girl, big up yourself, man, and thank you very much, man, for the donation and stuff, man. I really appreciate it. You understand? You're one of the true pioneer to the Ryan LFC channel. Yeah, man. Big up them floodlight over me have people. A Georgia Girl. So when you see in the comment section, heal her up, man. Yeah? Bala Kerr. Phone line is open, brother. Stop play game. People, the phone line is open. Alright. Big up yourself, man. People. The link Ryan LFC extra people who want to try to get it to 600 subscribers. So, our viewers ask me what is the plan for the Ryan LFC extra. So, the second channel, people, the other day, YouTube take away the channel because of my fault. Make a mistake and the mistake cost me. Hold it out, Balaker. Hold it out. So, YouTube take away. So, we have the backup channel for talk about all things Jamaican football and do some stuff on it too. So that's the backup plan for the second channel. You understand? So me have one strike left. If me get another strike, my channel going to gone. So I want to grow that channel. So whenever God's sake, if he going to make a mistake and go. So people, hit the link and subscribe to the thing. Show the thing some support and thing. Alright? Please, me I beg you people, hit the link and subscribe. So yeah, man, people, want to big up Georgia Girl, man. Real fans of the show. Balaker, good evening, sir. Welcome to the show. Yeah, the Ryan LFC show.
Well,
speak.
What go on now?
What go on? Shamal Nicholson.
They are look for the squad. I'm gonna rate the squad, dog.
Jesus Christ, bro. When you ever rate a squad with Jack, bro? It's only 23 players can be in. What would you change? Talk to me.
Listen to what me they say.
Alright? May I listen, Balaker?
First of all, Andrew Blake Finite team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pope in our Finite team.
Mm-hmm.
You see me?
Mm-hmm. And here, make it more easier for you. Hold on. So, Andrew Blake should have in the team. Who would you take on?
Any one of them.
No, me no want you tell me any one of them. Hold on.
JD White.
JD White in the team, bro.
No. Me I take out. No, JD. Faster me I take out.
So, alright. So, you take out two people. Who you are bringing? Clarity to the viewers, them. Come. Educate the people, them, Balaker. Come. Who else you take out?
You take out. Me I put in the youth from the under 20 team for Topi.
Okay, which one of the under 20 youth? What's his name?
I think Morgan in here. Morgan.
Alright. So, who again nothing in the team?
Me I take out. I tell you the truth now. My youth don't play no minutes this season. That's a Jamal low.
Mm-hmm.
See first me they put it in team, right?
Okay.
And me not tell no lie. Boza my baller. But Boza, me watch Boza from the season. And Boza no assist, no goal. So me a drop Boza too. You see me? For this as game yeah. But glad me see Bobby Reed, me see Daniel Johnson, and I want that one defensive midfielder me see.
Mm-hmm.
Me not like that. So
what do you mean by one? You see two defensive midfielder, Kevin Stewart and Lambert.
When Lambert played, I hope the system work then if Lambert don't play today. He must do it.
Stewart is there, yeah.
I was there in change me. At this present moment, both are in a no farm. And you understand me?
Yeah, but is it a case that Balaker, I'm just asking a question. Is it the level that Shaman Nichols is playing and not getting enough minute and he's better than enough of our youth them? International. Big up to Pagan.
Alright. This way me say
Blue Heart, big up yourself. Yeah, go ahead.
People might get upset and anything. Zine.
Mm-hmm.
As when me say me that put in see first for Jamal and for Shamar because for this game, me da put in Kohlberg. Just because of the farm where the ball are depend.
Okay. But Balakir, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, man, I can answer, man.
So, based on information I get, they were trying to move in away from some of the players them always making problem and fight. Would you still have in the team?
If we still have them in it, if them good enough when they on the field, them up play good. Of course, we have them in a team. After then, I go after a team on the field. So I wish. So I want them to put a two key player name with us call, you know. So either one of them, you know, is either Andre Blake or Corey Burke, you know. You understand what I say?
I would have go with more Andre Blake though.
But when Andre Blake if Jamaica, I do damn good.
Yeah, but
you see.
Blake,
right, you see what JFF they do? All right. Why take out Andre Blake? I'm not take out Leon Bailey. I'm not take out Shamar also. I'm not take out Damian Lowe.
No, because hold on about because Bailey in the madness way some of the MLS man them always do.
So it's same thing with
Balakir, you ever watch a video? You ever watch a 13 man them name on my call?
Yeah, man.
Don't go like you don't know the name them or go on with the madness.
But listen to what me say to you. Damian Lowe now too big man.
Alright, and listen, the man them say them a limit enough for them in there because let me tell you this Balakir. A boy cut it and go on in the Argentina game, brother. Let me tell you. Remember, I tell you yesterday say Amal Knight now going at the team. Junior Flemings Speedy now going at the team. I tell you already. Because the JFF alarm is up. Because them here the man them go boil cut it. Because Paul all the man them say.
Play them. Boy, if a so big case, you play them to come together and stand up to play them. Girls them do it.
Yeah, but the man them them don't have that winning. Them don't have that unit. Me tell you about the unity last night, Balakir. Me tell you say to get things done, you have to unite. And when you unite, you need somebody who will represent you. You see, somebody represent for the girls them. Babsy Great and Sidela Mali. And then the coach. And then Bonnie Shaw.
Well, on the general, I'm not going to see this. So why Maria still in a Jamaica team?
Ever present them say?
No man, this they get bad no man. Ryan, so man a young youth then can come in and get the experience.
Of course, I agree with you on that.
You know, so me see to pick and stay then man.
Yeah.
No man, if we can't have Maria in our team at this time, man, get in the
rebuild. We say a rebuild
together.
Yeah, rebuild.
Yeah, a rebuild. We are rebuild car. Me I look for the name me so. And a good age we can go for next cycle. Maria probably not in Maria can't go make it.
So alright, let me tell you the midfield car. It seems like you now see well. So the midfield is Daniel Gray from Preston Norton, Bobby Reed is from Fulham.
So Bobby Reed, Morriso, Ravel Morriso, Lambert, Russell and Stewart. We see it, man.
Okay. Fair enough. I just want to see.
Rush from Huddersfield. A day in day out, he might play for his team.
Who? I'll be honest, at the first me I said the player. After the video, I go look up for him. So here what? Let me tell you something about that, Kurt. Let me tell you something. Cause you know we get the good things them. So here what? Yeah. You say anything Amal Knight say, Blake say. Or anything what Blake say, Amal Knight say. But they tell you already say the man a boot out some man, brother. Seriously, brother. Because let me tell you something, and it don't right. Is the JFF right to do this thing? It can't right. Because The man him say
Amal Knight. Try spite you them.
The man him say Amal Knight, him are the first man to run on social media, say every minute. Every time you travel with the team a problem. Which is true. Which is definitely true. You know what I mean? But me telling you already, you talk against the system, you rebel against the system, they might punish you. That's how the JFF works.
Ryan.
Excuse me. Yes, sir.
Yeah. The youth can play, man.
Who's that?
21, you know.
Who's that?
The defensive midfielder from Huddersfield.
Okay, fair enough. I don't know much about him.
Yeah, man, I'm 21. That means they look good. October, I'm 22. And them are things that I talk about, Ryan. If you go to ball in England, go for them this age where we can work with them right up in our system. You understand?
I went TikTok I talk about. TikTok. We are move away from some of the negative player them, brother. Javan East no for see but who Javan East are gonna play over another team, man?
Which East him I talk about?
East from Javan East, man.
Yeah, me I say, man. Javan East I play a good football, but I'm not for national team, I'm for club team. You see me? We have to understand.
The man they get goal line. Man they get ball in Costa Rica game, man, for kill off Costa Rica down there, brother. 2 yards away from the goal and miss. You remember that? Now World Cup qualify.
I mean, I want the man them carrying Bobby Reed, and then they play Bobby Reed at some position where enough to play.
Out of position.
Man which party to play. And play Daniel Johnson when to play. And play Rafael Mariso. If Rafael Mariso and Daniel Johnson play same position, one of them have to sit down on the bench. You understand me as a Ryan?
Costa Rica.
Don't force the two of them on the field.
Yeah.
But so far, as when me say, Bowser are my baller, but at this moment, Gray and Mikel Antonio and Cephas, three Jamaican with the farm with the scoreboard. You understand what me I say, my youth? We start same day, you know, my youth. So, them must know why the reason them are bring Bowser at this present moment.
Bowser the top man, him are the future man in the brother. Yo, let me tell you something more. You see, yeah, me when I pick this squad, you have to look on the key player them going forward. Shaman Nicholson, Leon Bailey, Kareem Paris. You have to have some. Cephas are one of them, but him haven't get a call. So he means not. He's one of them, but him not getting a call it. So we can't say him on it.
So Ryan, who picked the squad there?
But I asked the same thing. Them send them, I hear them send the coach come Wednesday, man. I hear they send the coach the 50 man pool, you know. So I'm gonna believe I'm gonna buy night still, but
the coach not pick the team. Yeah. If the coach had pick the team, Andre Blake in a team, man don't want him best to play against Argentina. I don't know, joke team we are go.
I say it. I ask the people them earlier and say who pick the team. Shaman Nichols is one of the best. Stick to.
I wonder if they understand. Say Shaman Nichols so my baller. And so my time we have to talk to football. Fear bad man.
Yeah.
You understand what I say, Ryan?
Yeah.
At this present moment, the farm with Andre Gray pan. Alright, we have Andre Gray, we have Shaman Nichols, we have Mikel Antonio. It's only probably two of them can play now. One command for one. One not gonna get no game, no bad man.
Yeah, but in a
three striker,
if you have a 23 man squad, a cheese striker, every team pick.
Yeah. And if them say I best treat them there at this present moment, well, fine enough. You see me? But to tell you the truth, Jamal Lowe get no minutes this year, so how on earth Jamal Lowe in the team? And then things that they mash up.
Yeah, but Balaker, you have to give Balaker, me, brother, you have to give because you have Pulisic now get the game at Chelsea, but him Afina America team. Because these are the players.
No. Hey, stop the foolishness, man.
What you mean by?
He play a couple matches. He man play a couple matches and start well, man.
Brother, Pulisic is not a every day him get game, brother.
I know every day man get game boy play.
Yeah, brother, you have to pick some player. You have to have some man who have continuity in the team, brother. Paris is a continue. Shaman Nichols is a continue. Mikel Antonio is a continue. I don't want to see the next team come out and we have a bunch of new players again. We have to keep the core.
How much game playing in the Premier League this season? A 6 game?
Yeah.
A 6 appearance man making a league, bad man.
Who is that?
He a player.
Who?
Christian Boyz. If same ball we are talking about from Chelsea, man.
Bro, Christian Pulisic now start, brother.
He now start, boy, man, a play a 6 seats. Me look for a 6 appearance, man, make.
Yeah, man, come on, brother, man, come on. But
all right now.
I look at Dex. Dex a player Barcelona. But I mean at the USA.
He not Barcelona again. He moved from Barcelona.
Balaker, stop move the goalpost. I talk about when he made that Barca. Him never get in a game, but him still in the US team. Him never get no whole heap of game.
Who never get no game? Virginia Des.
Him never get no whole heap of game, Balaker. Come on, man.
No, man.
Jesus.
That man a leave the start. Well, all right.
Yo, me talk about Jamaica, Balaker. Balaker, me talk about Jamaica.
All right.
Stick to Jamaica, brother.
All right.
You have to have
all
some.
Right.
Have to have some.
Jamaica. So what CFA's going to do to get into this national team?
But I agree with you, Mr. CFA should I get a call, Balaker. But everybody cannot get call, Balaker.
What has Jamal Lowe do in the league this year, in the Premier League?
Every time, most of the time when he play for Jamaica, him score.
So CFA's ever get a chance?
Balaker, CFA's will get him chance. I understand. I agree with you, say him should have been in the team. Him should have been in the team. But we can't fight, we can't talk who in the team. We have to focus on who in the team.
Right. You know what going to happen? They might wait till you move from the team and then go on one bigger team.
Yeah, prove himself, brother. Just like
you know, say, if me a youth, hello, me not go bother.
Say it, man. Say it, you know, say it, you know, call.
Me not turn down Jamaica. Me not turn down.
Later, Balaker. You come like you're mad, man.
No.
So you know that you're going to say,
I talk the truth.
Balaker. Sifa should have been in the team. He should. For him to play for Arnett Guard, him should have in the team. I'm going to say that. He's playing very well. He should have get a look in. But nothing happened before time. Go on, make him have the anger there in him. For knows so when the national team a call again, he might play good. Hey, come on, man. Hey, sports friends, just big up yourself, brother. Big up, brother. Big up, people. Make sure so you go over there. Yes, Balaker. Right. Jesus Christ, Balaker. Yes.
Well, man. We know say now go get no call. Look for the youth where they are Malta, where they play damn very good when they read. And I did it in a give man a chance. What they go do now?
Why not? Why you think them not give him a chance?
Because of the coach there.
Which coach?
Mr. Butler.
All right. Look later. You go like saying you know the GIF already, Balaker. Come on, Balaker, man.
So we say we want change, that them a change up to start make bad man. I bother them with the perform.
Me agree with you.
For the national team.
I do agree with you, Balaker. I do. Stop making it look like I don't agree with it. I agree with you, Balaker. What you want me to do? Speak proper English to you, Balaker?
So that all right. So we both agree upon that. So she said JFF now change them.
So me agree, Balaker. I'm not disagree with you. Come on, bro.
The man them to stand up. The ball of them to stand up with the ball of them.
Yeah, but you're not gonna do that, bro. You have weak, bro. Balaker, you have some weak player. Yeah. They not stand for something. Yeah, weak.
So they will fall for anything.
Okay, Balaker, I've been telling you that they don't have any youth.
Body Shaw captain and Body Shaw say this what they do. Everybody see I hit them I do.
Okay,
And Andrew
Balaka.
Blake says sit with man and can't stand up with the captain bad man.
So why
I whole of ball of them will get called up me the bun.
So-
From balls I got to you all of them. They be turn up with them captain man.
Yeah, but Balaka, so why you don't tell Damian Lou to do that too, bro? Come on.
You know, you hear me just say? Me say from Bowser to Liam Bailey to all of them were in a squad me the bun.
Alright.
The man if you stand up with them captain bad man.
Yeah. So we have said them should have go and cut it.
I mean, man.
Okay, fair enough. So what else you have on the plate? What else you have on the people? People like up the show, people.
Alright,
You know, me can't understand. When me look at my video, them 2,000 views, but we can hardly get 300 likes on the video. Jesus Christ, people, man. Many of you guys in the comment section not even like the video. Like the video, man. Come on, man. Balaka, make it quick. I'm gonna take our next call.
I just said this. Yeah, man, I just said this before me forward off. Me and you know say one time you hear Liam Bailey, Damian Lowe, and Andre Blake they fight the program. Is that the man them know say if a local player call up when they play in JPL, the man them can make a piece of food. So they now fight them a fight for the local youth them. You understand me? Me and you know that. So some of the time I just that we have to do dog. You see me?
Alright,
Big up yourself and J Blake. Are you me work with me, boss? Big up yourself.
it seems like you support Andre FC. Alright, sir.
Yeah, man, but you don't know, say, boys have a ball the same way, but they went to stand up with them captain. All of them will get called up in our team.
So you say them should have turned it down.
Stand up with the captain.
Me agree with you.
Anything where captain say, they fight with the captain.
Alright, Balaka. Look a bit.
Bad man.
Look a bit, Balaka.
Yeah, man.
One thing me know the people. Call a holy line. Call a, why you call from video call? But anyway.
Oh, missed it.
Yeah, man, switch caller, man. One thing me know, people. One thing me know. If me are the captain and anybody in the stands with me I beat them up. I'm just joking. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, good evening, Ryan. I'm Martin.
Martin, big up yourself. Martin what? Davis?
Baker.
Oh, Martin Baker. Big up yourself, Baker. Where you baking a chicken down in Jamaica there? In the over.
They cook some curry chicken, man.
Curry chicken or white rice or dumpling or banana?
Leftover.
Oh, leftover.
Rice and peas.
Okay, the greatest thing.
The leftover nice already.
Yeah, man.
Jamaican.
Yeah, man. Big up, man.
Yeah, but my saying still with the squad. Me about a per company showed us a while ago and talk about the squad and see if us and who to come in and who to come out. When me look on this squad, Ryan, me see say the YouTuber them get through to the JFF. Me see that. So me understand Balakirk who have been who in. As I always hear somebody say, aside never assemble yet, and everybody agree to it. Somebody are go on them bala in and somebody are go on them bala out. So when the people them are coming, I understand a people point of view, yes, but you have to give the man their props. This is what we are asked for. A team we mix with local barn and a team we mix with overseas, the diaspora in a Jamaica. And this is the side, if you look on the side, yes, some local bar will I say, we never want them car better local bar out here. But yes, they want them try as well. JT say if they may have this side, just say by in a 2018 coming up, maybe would have qualified for the World Cup. Maybe that 3 love that we get with Panama wouldn't get the 3 love car. Guess what? The Englishman they would have jail.
So we have to call get an understanding. So we have to, if we didn't have this team, you think we are qualified?
Yeah, man, if we have this team from 2018, Ryan, and I play a game back to back and no drama, and the local ball of them mess with the English ball of them, and we are play friendly, and I play the Gold Cup them, and no drama with the JFF, and no drama with coach. You don't believe that this team where a sip on paper I go face Argentina with the 23-man squad with Paris, Bailey, Nicholson, Anthony, Bobby Reed. Most of them never in a farm at the time, but yes, a better quality that and them need the Jamaican them just need to be honest to themselves, Ryan. Me born in Jamaica, they come from Jamaica. Them for just be honest to themselves with some of the ball of them just do already. If I look on Manning Cup yesterday, everybody thinks a Calabar a big side and JC a big side. You see where KC give them 5-1. If I check now, Calabar will give one local side 6 love, 12 love. That will show you all the level of football like far in Jamaica. So I don't want them trick themselves when they come on to Manning Cup. Because me, I watch Manning Cup from me know myself. Me, I train for Manning for Manning Cup. You know why they not pick me? Because watch out. They want the ball away street. We can pile salad and everybody are real with them. Them are the ball away Jamaica pick. Right now, we see the academy like Craig program. Butler program is a good program because guess what the man instilled in my man him say, hey, I'm a friend thing I'm piling a hard work, do this.
Yeah.
Just let me show you one hard work where you can show in the Jamaica squad now when nobody knows say, yes, he's a talent, but a person now work hard. Topi is an example. These if anybody forget cussing outside side where if they in this side, they understand him young, them say him see talent when he qualify. When he play in the under 20 where qualify with and he show the but no him lazy, him not put in the work. So why you pick a man? Believe right now, Topia does the money right now, Topia the money man for the team. You know why? Because the big club over Mobi buy him and if I look away him spend so much fee and him have one big transfer. Right now, I thought make Topia reach in his side. Everybody know that.
1.5 million. 1.5 million them spend on Topi. Mount Pleasant, 1.5 million.
May I tell you, Topi are the only funny picking right now in the team. To me, Topi are the only funny picking because Canaboy class in Chelsea, if Topi if make that side, him to make it. Because Topi, as well the color them say, the ball of them get no chance, man. Come on, man. Too much chance. We know what talent they. So how much chance if you watch football? You watch Liverpool and you see Liverpool transform, Ryan, right? You see them bring in player, take out player, give player a chance. But when you see a going in a football club, look up in a Chelsea on my side last year, we spend 100 million. Him get too much chance. If not perform, you know what them do? Sell him back with nothing at all. These chance thing, we can't bother with. And me agree, if the JFF can just put aside them bad belief, me willing we give them enough because as me say, this team sure won Jamaica. Even though some local cause you have better local baller with better young, because them love talk about young, you know. You have better young local baller in a Jamaica than Topi, and you have better young overseas baller better than Topi. But everybody knows it. My only friend thing me see in this squad, Ryan. I mean, if anybody disagree with me, them blind over all of the years when they are fight against JFF. They will have blind for those who say, "Pan this squad, I only in my real problem me see." To be honest, but a good squad needs to one Jamaica. So if JFF can do this, to 2026, Ryan, we can have a chance. If them can pick a squad like this and make the squad build to 2026 and see how them play and I go up and come up, see the Nation League if them can call against Mexico. Remember, we can go semi-final in a Nation League, you know, Ryan.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if JFF just one day for money or them want to win cup. Because me want to Jamaica win cup and me can post on my social media and say, hey, we win a Nation League, we win a Gold Cup, and we qualify for World Cup. Me want to Jamaica do that, so I don't know what for them aim. Because me I go see after this, Ryan, after that Argentina match, because one of the next thing, is because Argentina play, you can't say why them call up so much of them baller, because Argentina will never play them with a squad like Messi and Dybala and Martinez. We never play in a local Jamaica. Them couldn't do that. Just like how them want the Uruguay. All right, for example. So everybody stop talking about Uruguay. Remember when they want the Uruguay, remember say Paul tell them say no, we are focused on the Nation League and top boss where they want to resign. say, no, me I send a 23 man. You guys say, oh, you are going to send 23 squad, under 23 squad to me to play against big Cavani them, big baller them like Suarez. I go play against Jamaica under 23 or the under 20 squad. Actually, Argentina them a play maybe see who them play, who them send to play Marco even though FIFA window, even if it was a FIFA window.
It's a FIFA window, Carla. It's a FIFA window.
Me know Argentina is a FIFA window. Me I talk with the Qatar game with them play and the Morocco game with them play in a mini tournament. If that was a FIFA window and is a mini tournament, me I tell you enough of them by the way see on the paper will not even call. Because it's just because of Argentina and them are prepared for World Cup. I think Argentina Federation would have talked to Ricketts and I say under 23 we are bringing local baller. So we can't find it for that squad that we know, Ryan. We have to watch them, you know. Because me I tell you, then we switch up in no time, you know. We can't find it for that squad there, you know.
So you say we have to watch the JFF said we.
Yeah, we have to watch them, man. I know them is changed, man. Ryan, are you give example, you know, how them change coach, you know? Are you just give example how much coach them change in one short term, you know? So what them would I do to one squad? In one blink of the eye is one next a form next match, you see, not even none of them baller with the on the side. You only see one and two of them. You have to watch them. So that's why I believe they say if they not come out and say, yo, we are going to change, we are going to show this, we are going to be more transparent to the public. Because to me, them I respect we as a people. I don't know, Jamaican people just different. But that time I find still Ryan. Good squad to me. Only problem at Topi. We are better baller than Topi, but you know it's a little change. We see somebody post it up and I believe it is a little change in an impact it right there. So because you know, Mappy get when he sit down on the bench, him still get a little food. But everything else on the squad me can work with. If anything want fit in, like Cephas and them baller when them do more things like Nichols and Paris do, and if he fit in, he will fit in, man. The coach, if we get a good coach, we know say if him see Cephas, he will fit him in our system. You see me? It's just that the JFF, that's why me don't really give Blake a little bash, you know, because Blake, as your man said, the first I say, who feels it knows it. The man go through it. You see, because the man taught the truth, you see what JFF do, don't put him, it's not negative. Me hear people, you know what they matter when the man attack negative? The man not talking anything negative. The man attack facts and truth. And this is what truth does. Because they see if it was negative, they want to take him off by a squad. Because if he was negative, they will be on his side. But truth is something, the truth, they remove him from the squad. And people are saying shouldn't say that on him negative and him to back the player and back the coach. No. Ryan hit the nail on the head with the just show tonight. They give the example, say the coach don't make no sense. And that Blake that try to say him see it over the years, changes and changes, but guess what? The man them were in there for 20 years, 30 years. Them now make no change. So me can't wrong the youth and me dep on him side. Me dep on him side. Me can't wrong him. Me believe that if me tell the truth and stop play for Jamaica and make some other youth get a better chance with them youth out, me would do it. So that him do. Him say, alright, me not have to play for Jamaica. Me alright, me I take care of my family. Them man need to go out. And I believe said no, Blake I go pressure them. Blake I go pressure them. Blake done wait at 30 you know. So him don't achieve, you know. So right now the youth I say better him talk the truth. So the other youth them will come behind him son. Him nephew them will come behind and the JFF don't mess up like how they mess up him when him go through the years with them. So we don't wrong the baller. And that's my last point. We don't wrong the baller, Ryan, you see me?
Yeah man, so you say although Blake made that talk, him should have still be in the team.
Of course, because of the truth. Ryan, the fact is that just some of the baller them don't come out and talk. It's just that Amal Knight braver. It's just that Blake braver. It's not for the baller they want to say where Blake say. You don't believe that, Ryan? We are saying it.
May I ask you a question? Because you always watch a show.
Yeah.
Seeing? So the JFF is a part of the problem. Some of the players them is a part of the problem. We can't remove the JFF.
No.
The election is next year, November. What would you do? Because picking Blake, picking Powell, picking Cameron Taxi Lawrence,
No, sir.
picking Junior Flemings.
No, right. You see them ball the way I call, and I really my ball of them.
No, me ask you because JFF said these men are disrupt the flow of the team. They are the bad apple. They are the one who spraying the bacon over the house.
Get rid of.
Yeah, bro, like going forward, bro, man like Junior Flemings them. Unless them a kick up Rumpus. A man like a Speedy, Amal Knight. Unless them a kick up Rumpus. And Jay Blake, I would like to see him in the team because he's good. He's one of the best goalkeeper we have. Yeah?
Yeah.
But Albus Powell, the team pass, Powell, Cameron Taxler and Speedy.
Yeah, man, the team pass. As me say, Ryan, that team, yeah, Antonio will serve if we go up. If him could make it for work up, hope him can make it for work up. But Antonio makes sense to go up and come up and make him in a squad. Him have the talent, him will teach Paris them and Cephas and the local ball of them like Clark overseas. We're coming in a national team. And we believe we come in a team to 2026. So him would do it for them thing. The Mari up here, me hear the caller say why Mari up here in our side. Me understand why him did it. If him knows if him time a come. Maybe right now me feel Mari up here able want to be a coach, you know. Me feel say him a bigger thing, you know, right now. But maybe I in a feel mind that me don't want to go in it. But it makes sense because Kingdom Topi did it, so you have to include Topi. You know the little experience him will give them. Him can serve for next year or two, definitely in a squad. But as we say, the English ball them, the forward line makes sense. Leon,
Paris,
Bobby Reed, where they on farm now. Antonio, where they on farm. Shamar now get that much game, but I know say him still have it, cause him a training, you know. So me know him a work hard to go in a squad, you know. So from a man now get game, you know how Shamar still, you know, I work hard. So from him I work hard, he will come on the field and put out a performance. Not like a man like Topi, when I work hard and just I get fat and they on the bench and just come make money. So man like them, they make sense. Even though him not get enough game time, but me know him down in club, the level him there, him a work harder than enough I bother them where people want in his side over him. So it don't really make no sense. It don't really make no sense right there, so Ryan. So the forward line makes sense. The midfield makes sense. See them get Maggie. Them Maggie get enough chance. I rate Maggie as a baller still, but the match I just not to him. Me still believe that Maggie in a them time car might be more or might be coach using based on or it look. But a good squad and may I say 3-1. Argentina 3, Jamaica 1.
All right, big up yourself. Yeah, man. Big up Baker. Big up. Yeah, man. All right. So to answer to this caller, to answer to the people. All right, JT Taylor, I see that call. Yeah, nah, my boy, on the call back. JT Taylor, but anyway, listen. If me believe the JFF, what me know about somebody. The players them want to call out, they was going on with a bag of madness behind the scene. Bag of madness. So I not believe the JFF. I not get my news from the JFF. When it come on to the player them. You have some Jamaican player disrupt the team, bridging. And people have to understand that. You have someone who mess with the team, bridging, with their madness. Alright, already it seems like in already. Fabian, wagwan. I'm live, you know.
Yeah, man, me there watch, man. Me there watch. Me I go and listen.
Yeah, bro. You know, said the man him kick out Andre Blake teeth.
Man, him kick out the captain because the captain had the truth.
Shoot earth, man.
and that just proved the point.
Man, him just prove the point. Man, him even try to do it on that style and make the captain stay, because the reality of the situation is this. When you see a team drop them captain, they're making a statement. Captain not get dropped, so. Captain not get dropped, so. Andre Blake never did at the MLS All-Star team the other day we play a few weeks ago.
Always in a last couple years when.
So if you in the MLS All-Star team, that means I know for me, he out. Why them drop him? It's just that Andre Blake, they not the thing long enough. Andre Blake just fed up at it. Blake just fed up at the thing and him attack the truth, and he's right. A new coach with this
administration
mentality, brother, I got a Pep, Klopp, Ten Hag. It don't matter. It will not. It not going to change until the administration change. Because the administration, JFF, they don't love football. We prove that time and time again. They don't love football. You see, them more concerned with lining them pocket and keep their friends happy. Them don't love football, bro. And you can't have people around a federation who don't love football, and that is our biggest problem. And it's a case, you know, it gone bad when the captain of the team has speak out, because you privy to a lot of information and you first bring across a whole heap of information. You see, but Andre Blake is the captain, so he would even have more information than you. So with the information we get from you and the other information out there where they circulate, and then the captain come forward and make that tweet, you know. You understand what I say?
Yeah.
It shows us something really are going in a JFF, you know.
So my question to you, new coach coming in, so you think this, that means that somebody else, Jack Blake, it could be the new coach based on the thing happen. It could be the new coach. And must somebody in the federation do that.
How somebody to drop a player who is not yet appointed the job?
No, a coach appointed brother and sign long-term contract.
Oh, a coach is appointed and signed already?
Yeah, man. Contract sign everything, man. The coach arrive in Jamaica Wednesday.
But how a coach?
Can't
me know you know. Alright, you can't say.
You see, because the man them, I did make a video about one coach and thing. And my source, Ryan, if you notice, nobody in Jamaica can break it. You see it? Because the man them, the coach will come, him contract must run out this week. You understand? And you know when it come on to overseas, them man they do them thing different.
Yeah.
I want to tell you too, the coach I do different thing when him come to Jamaica too. Coach I open up all business. So let that sink
So Paul now about develop Jamaica football.
Paul all days done in Jamaica how long, brother? I'm tell him that over a month ago now.
Yeah. No, I'm more than 1 month you said. Right. Yeah, long time you said.
Yeah,
I mean but when me I say so me I say Paul come in and they running thing and them say I'm gonna develop Jamaica and start play nice attacking football.
That was good on them.
We start putting him ball and pass it around and look like a football team again. We hear him supposed to develop him philosophy and spread it to all of Jamaica. And then Paul has stick with him players them and burn out JFF and what happen?
Chop.
Paul Hall is no more. You understand what I say? So JFF run like political party now.
Bro, you can't talk nothing against the man them, brother. They might dismiss you, brother.
Yeah. You think you man them gonna try to get here for YouTube? You watch out.
Bro, I try to tell, bro. You think the amount of time the man them try to cancel, brother? A whole heap of time.
You're careful.
Bro, a whole heap of time.
Me know say a regular them on them page, you know. A regular them page, you know. Me know a regular them page, you know.
Brother, may I tell you this, brother?
Yeah.
Me can't tell you, when you come to Jamaica, brother, yo, My security, the whole of my money I have to spend for vacation, I have to spend it on security.
You have to be careful. That me I tell you, because man them not like you know, because you are talking truth or you not yet. The thing about it is they can't buy you out and they can't buy you up. So you have to be careful.
Bro.
You have to be careful because them not like you. And the reality is everything with them want to know, them just approve, say you're right. All these months where you talk about, them just approve, say you are right. All long way they talk about all of them something, yeah? And it just a come to light. No.
Brother,
so what if this
still,
current?
A lot of things me talk and it a reveal in a little time. Yeah. And you see?
Yeah, man, I want thing you talk and
I just low thing, brother. No. You see it? Yo, one of the things I vex, boy, you know. When the man they mash up the campaign, you know, English versus English, you know, brother. That left a sour taste in my mouth, you know, brother. I'm not lie to you, brother.
Mm-hmm.
For us move on, some of our local player them, not for they get called back, brother. Seriously, JFF have them problem, and them are some big way name there, but some of the man them not forget call back, brother.
Yeah, we know the problem on them in this side. We know the problem them on. We know the problem on them in brother. We know the problem on them.
Check the man.
The man with the bad up man and war man and them. And yeah, we know the problem on them.
Yeah, make the youth say
now. We know the problem on them,
brother. Me I tell you, bro. You think I amount of check me get, brother? Even that same man, me leave it, me top about him long time, brother. And the man gone for Instagram and this me said way. Bro, but one thing me tell him say, brother, any ever tell me about mother again. Me kill a reputation. Cause him forgot for say who him live with. Him remember that who him live with. Him remember how him get that national team when him from him young, early, him a play for Jamaica. A lot of people think him a 27, him no old. Him a 27 a long time, him in the team from him young.
So him a play for them a teenager, my teen. But we don't want to go there some still. We just say
but any of them ever diss me, bro. Any of them ever diss me already, brother. Me have enough dirt upon them. I'm just easy, brother. And even the JFF man, them gonna stop ramp with the thing, brother, and do the right thing. One thing me tell myself, you know, brother. Me no know, brother, but me I just tell you the truth, brother. All if tomorrow I'm call and answer, that's alright for me, brother. But me just gotta tell you the truth, seriously, bro.
Yeah, me always that's one thing me tell us I'm today, you know. You're honest, brother. You're the first man me see tell Craig Butler in front and face Liam Bailey if you pull up his socks, you know, brother. Nobody dare say that to Craig Butler, and you alone me say that to Craig Butler.
Yeah, bro, you have to make that, bro. You have to make your stance, brother.
You say it, you see me? And from that time, me send you a message and me say, yo, Maria, you just straightforward and say things right. No, nothing at all. But that squad is still Ryan, that squad is hot, you know.
Yeah, man, a hot squad.
Squad hot. Right now, me here, man, I talk about forward line or whatever. Right now, the only man should be starting at this team is Liam Bailey, you know. Because me can't pick this aside, you know.
You know, man.
Liam Bailey alone to start, you know.
Brother, I love to see Kareem Paris for one thing and Liam Bailey for one thing. Shaman.
I
Mikel Antonio down the middle. For rough up them Argentina, boy.
Brother, I don't care who play centre forward, but me just know Bailey have to start. Bailey, me can't pick his side because anyone in the front four, the front four is so good that I am okay with any one of them. You get what I say? For ball a car and the man them have ball for Cephas and all of that. Brother, months, years we have ball for Paris. Nothing happened before it's time. You get what I say? And me not rate the ball a car and say, yo, if you can get a call, if I want him a Cephas and them call him after him go turn on the call, you can't. It sound like ball car rate a footballer and a rate Jamaica. You can't say rate Jamaica. You can't rate the football team and you say you want one player who is good and who will make the program better. You say you want to turn on the team because them never call him earlier. Bro, I whole heap of ball out there, you know? I whole heap of ball out there and only 3 forward them can call, only 3. And see if us probably have to understand say Antonio 30 at in days numbered.
Yeah.
So him have to just make sure say when the transition they ready to happen, he is the main one. Jordan Fletcher same way in the reserve list, same way. All of them striker then brother them and make sure say when Antonio ready to go out, I want to fight to take that the spot there, Same thing with Mariapa. Mariapa is on his way out. So again, a fighting forget that spot there. So we have to look on it. We can't just look on it and say, yo, me ball and in a team or whatever. All of Jamaican baller them have me baller them. All of them are baller. Every one of them. All they want to move in like I'm a baller them. Every one of them are a baller. You see?
Yeah.
All of them are my Jamaica and I like say Arsenal are my team and I like say Arsenal this. When me get a Jamaica, I'm a country. I love my country. Anyway at all me go. Everybody knows say me love my country, Because I hide this me a Jamaican. So any 11 go on the day when we are play Argentina, only one thing we want the man them do is just play for the country and play for the flag. You get what I say? Don't be too selfish. Play with pride and passion and run on them Argentina boy there. You get what I say? You gotta feel like say them better than we run on them. Me know Bailey can't wait for run past. Me know Bailey can't wait for run past some of them Antonio. Because certain baller just always up for a big challenge. And me I say this about Bailey long time, brother. Bailey always score against Bayern Munich,
True.
Always score against Bayern Munich when he at Germany, And see Bailey come to England now. Who man score against, brother? Now one of the two top teams, them man bust upon. Man City man bust upon. I mean, know when them play Liverpool, if Liverpool not careful, Leon Bailey is a big game player, and man always scoring a big game,
Yeah.
You get what I say?
Yeah.
So I just for the player them just pull together and do the right. You understand?
It's I have an exclusive for me a job right now. Any of the people them give me 800 subscribers on my next channel, me tell you who are the coach. And tell you what time in flight I come into. If you give me 800 subscribers on that,
Ryan LFC,
if you give me 800 subscribers on that, me tell you who are the coach. Serious, right now. Tell you what time I come Wednesday. Everything. Arriving at the country. Tell you all the business where I come set up at Jamaica. No joke thing. If I thought want me deal with because you see, sometimes people don't respect when I tell you, Like up the show, people. See the people, hit the link, go over there and subscribe to Ryan LFC Extra. If we get that to 800 subscribers right now, I'm telling you who are the coach.
People run over there and subscribe.
It's alright, people. It's alright. But yeah, anyway, go back to where you say, brother.
Me like it. Me like the team and the ball of them who on the outskirts are looking. Me don't want the fans them feel say there's no bad blood or no ball of big sky ball of them live good enough. Well, some of them other than the problem man them who they threat man are sitting. The man them live good enough. You get what me I say?
Who live
good? No man no vex so man get me I say the man them no vex so some man get call over them or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But just go and work until you get your time will come and nothing not before your time. Never run down nothing before it's time because you can get the opportunity and because you never the right time you lose the opportunity there.
Yeah.
You get what I say? Right now Jamaica blessed with forward. Roll it forward Jamaica. Roll it.
Winger too in the Cephas and Paris and Bailey them. Bro, I tell you say anyone make 2026 World Cup.
Me consider all of them forward. Me consider all of them as attackers.
Brother, so if we not got World Cup, brother. If we not got a 2026 World Cup, if we not prepare ready and build the thing the right way, we not gone. Me say anyone not qualify for the World Cup here.
We can have to qualify still.
Eh?
We have to qualify.
Well,
Ryan, the World Cup is being held in USA, Canada, and Mexico.
Me don't know about that.
Again?
Me don't know about that. With this administration, NASA.
Well on Ryan. The World Cup is being held in USA, Canada, and Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
So them three then have to qualify.
Yes, but remember, El Salvador.
So you have to qualify?
Panama have a bag of money. Andy Ross.
The Panama team will come back, you know.
Andy Ross, me tell you the team them want come in, brother. Cause people think it's 80, El Salvador. Cause everybody want put them on in the ring. Believe say Mexico, USA, and Canada qualify already. You think them now spending the money? You see the team will beat where them name man in the under 20 man. Same name man. Brother, you see, if you not be careful, may I tell you this, you see, anyone not be careful, brother, we can miss out on the World Cup, brother. We have to take the thing serious. And we have a whole heap of thing we need for change. Anyone not qualify.
Yeah, we have whole heap to fix. Yeah, we have whole heap to fix. Hopefully.
Hey, one thing more I tell you, here's the exclusive I may tell you right now. Any Damian Lowe keep on mess with himself, him now see back the Jamaican jersey. Me can tell you that from now. Any Damian Lowe continue to go on with them madness, yeah. Because JFF have it as madness, you know. And them continue like this, them push him out too. Any man who talk against the Russian mafia, them are going to kill you, brother. Me kill you. JFF have the whip right now. The man them serious, me I tell you. A man call me and say, Ryan, you have put pressure upon we have put back pressure upon them. Me I tell you. Want to TikTok. TikTok, want to your TikTok.
Ryan, I jump off make somebody else get. Now, I jump off make somebody else get a call up. Is it?
Big up yourself, brother. No respect, brother. No respect.
Bless up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
no
man. Me there go and listen.
Yeah, no respect. Yeah, but me I tell you straight. People, anyone who fix up yourself, we're going in a problem. We have to fix up ourselves. The JPF have to lower off them foolish bridging. You understand? We have to get the structure and get everything right. We just cannot afford for going into the next cycle with the same problem. 2022, me and JFF have put it on them thing. The future is bright for Jamaican football. Come the 1st of January. Because the 1st of January, the Adidas deal is jumping, is going to kick in. JFF get $2 million US a year. Plus jersey for every female's team, every men's team. Under 17, under 20. They might get equipment. Plus, you're going to see a lot of merchandise for the Reggae Boyz selling. Adidas putting a lot of effort designing the jersey them. When you think this design properly, this Adidas jersey are going wicked on these people. Can't tell you from now. And them are some good jersey. Can't tell you from now. Them are some good jersey. Some really, really good jersey them. See them here? As the jersey them drop. Me I get them from Adidas. Me not joke. Them are some good jersey. Now I go around the thing, people. Some good jersey. You know what I mean? But the JFF have to stop tell lie though. Stop tell lie, cause this make the man them get 25% out of the because this the JFF not own this. That little piece of thing I was a Reggae Boyz, we don't own it. Yeah? So we have to need to fix up. Me I tell you no, me don't tell you already a whole heap of money JFF get. JFF have money to beard. Them have money to beard come next year. Yeah? FIFA money. Election a come. FIFA will give them money. JFF will get money. For the females team, they might get $1 million US. Right? They might get 500. Them supposed to get it chip in early January. And then when the girls team reach at the World Cup, them get another 500. Yeah? So, the Adidas money, them have a whole heap of money. Plus FIFA election, them are going to get money. The man them have money for Stone Dog. And that's what I tell you now. In my opinion, I believe my crickets going to win. See that? People who don't want the exclusive. Not even 2 people subscribe to the channel. Who don't really want who are the coach. No man, me have to really do that, man. Normally me not do that to brother, but me have to really pull off that one upon it tonight. Not even 3 persons subscribe to the Ryan LFC. You know what I mean? But yeah, seriously, people. A whole heap of things have to change, brother. And Ryan get all this money. You know, bro, it a go rough, brother. It a go rough. It a go rough. It a go rough. It a go rough, people. It a go really, really rough. We have an uphill backer to fight right now. But a little bit of positive right now. Nah, lie still. A little bit of positive right now. Alright, get a missed call. So let's call back JT. JT seems like him gonna in bed, Bridget. This can't deal with this nice JT. Yeah. So TikTok come like say something wrong with it, brother. Yeah, bro, like yeah, changes, brother. Like, well, I tell the people, I telling the truth, people. I'm telling the truth, so my crickets are going to win. You know, that's my humble opinion, Bridget. Believe him, I go win. Because I whole heap of thing. I don't think the people them serious at Jamaica really want. I mean, I think the people them really love the football. Seriously. Yeah. I think the people in Jamaica love the football to a lot of people talk. Right? Because if them really love the thing, people, I'm telling you the truth. If the people in Jamaica really love the thing, them that chant iron. What not chant iron right now, people? Seriously. Them not chant iron. Because changes is needed in the thing. Change is really needed another thing, but it's up to the people them. You know what I mean? It's up to the people them. You understand? What is this now? Alright. 1 minute, people, me have documents supposed to get on. Me need to get it. The bylaw, the JFF bylaw, people can look out for that show there. And thing. Telling them I will get the JFF bylaw, you know. Because a different thing, you know, want to know all the people that need to know the bylaw of the Football Federation. So I am going to get it for you guys. So somebody send me email. Just me a minute, people. Seriously, people, want to know the bylaw of the JFF. People that we need to educate the people to make them know what going on. So when you hear people talk on show, when you make them know so that against the bylaw. A serious thing, you know, man. We beat them, but we educate the people them at the same time. So tomorrow I'm going to do a show about the bylaw of the JFF. You understand? And educate the people and let the people them know what is going on. Teddy Lee, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Yo, hard boy.
Where did it?
Yeah, the man will say, I'm like, now I get picked. I'll pick a fit.
Who said that?
No, you say, man, now I get picked.
I'm going to tell him, Teddy Lee, I'm going to talk foolish, Teddy Lee. I don't tell the man when I get picked.
Remember me, I did that on the phone with you, so you say, yeah, I bet man like now, you know?
I tell you, so the man,
come out of the man.
If Damian Lowe continue, he might never want to find himself out of the team.
Yeah, I think he called Damian. He want to save Damian Lowe. You see the country, you see the sponsor that we have local. You know the telephone company. That's why you don't know, you know? At that time, and he might perform to still, but
no,
at that time, save him still,
when
you know?
he put on him always ready to play. When he put on the jersey, he always play well, so you know. But you know,
make a performer, but you know, maybe blame and Lord just quiet, you know. But I'm Blake, but if them dropping for the match, I just say go, I go 2 kill up myself. What I have to understand, sir, Blake is one of the players them who did lead the contracting and cause the program to, you know? So I know that alone him get dropped up because him talking mind the other day, you know? So we see a new coach come in new direction and guess what? I not going I can't do the defend parallel. I don't know, I'm right man, I can't defend parallel. I mean, I'm glad him stick up with the players them, but when I look on the record, like weapon, you know? Yes, them same change up the thing, but a new coach can come in and do the same thing. The system of play and them there. So remember them bringing parallel, the main reason why I'm Lego Tapper is that them say I bring in parallel where them believe can save the qualification. Remember that's the main purpose, no? They bring him in to at least try to make a qualifier. That never do. You know what I mean? We get some friendlies with him and we never do well. So I understand people say give more time, I'm gonna give more time. But I can't do defend all like in record on paper. I can't do defend that. And the squad now, some of the players I'm saying name on the squad, Lucky Body is not injured. What am I doing on the squad? I soon get out. When I read the article in the one of the English paper, I'm saying I have injured maybe 3 to 4 months more. So I don't know, maybe them judge it wrong or maybe me read something wrong or maybe the newspaper get it right. But
I mean I know
obviously I'm name of the squad, so maybe something I don't know.
Totally today you put out the JF put out the squad there. Pressure by the vlogger them. Don't surprise. Player pull out of the squad.
No man, put some players on standby still now, so maybe for example, the players who say injured, maybe the players on standby for a reason, you know.
Okay.
But the squad is okay, like who we are pressure them to take out, like who are come out. I don't know. I read CFAS about Kai in Paris now years ago, start to Kai in Paris, so I don't understand why people upset with Kai in Paris.
They must say Jamal.
The squad now is a good squad to you.
A good squad.
What do you mean by Jamal? Who said Jamal for that? Who said that?
Steadily. Balaker.
Which fan says so? No man, Balaker no more rating, but I EPL the man you know, I mean people say I don't go play 5 minutes. But Bala down here can play 5 minutes at EPL right now.
That's true.
Jamal watch out Jamal who have 4 games in play for Jamaica. And was 2 goal the man score man every time the man play for Jamaica at least him have assist or go. What do you mean by the youth? Not forget Carl. You forget Carl to me, man, Bobby Reed. So the squad is a good squad on the defense wise, the kind of we miss Ethan Pinnock, Liam more, but
Ethan Pinnock
we have veterans. Yeah man, that's why I said the squad defense wise weak.
Yeah.
You know?
We need to get
weak, a big Argentina.
A 2 player we need to scout. The coach need to sit down and the JFF need to work on it.
Yeah.
Is Omari Great and look at you name Colgate. Mason Oldgate or something like that. We need to work on them too.
Here, no man, here, 2 players I say Lewis Baker and yeah, maybe Oldgate. But now Omari Great. Here, I know Omari Great is a big player, but that's what I get from Bobby Reed and Jamal Loden. You know, I know Omari Great is an upgrade, but we not go 2, you know, but we need a CDM or a ball player and a Lewis Baker and be a very important player. But we see them recruit the young youth there is a CDM a central midfielder. Yeah. Jonathan Russell.
Yeah, Jonathan
Russell. I hear about, so that is a fine. At first I hear about the ball but I go to Google and see some have started out the field.
Yeah, what is
so maybe him as an answer to the championship and he must start. So and he must just 20. I think he man 2001.
Wow.
2000. So he's a young, around 21. So he is a young baller. So I must see them. So maybe he might one of the answer them. And Kevin Stewart always get injured. So maybe this a young boy. I think him around 6'4". So he's a very tall, physical player. You know. So maybe that's very cool. I'm happy to see them midfielder. And Speedy boy, I don't know how to Speedy.
We are say one. I don't tell us a Speedy now in our team, brother.
I never believe. True, Paul all pick Speedy, you know. But then again, Paul all the coach.
Let me set it straight for the record.
Yeah.
Playing for Jamaica, Speedy, you not see him no time soon. AP, Alvas Powell, you not see him anytime soon. Kemar Taxi Lawrence, you not see him anytime soon. Andre Blake, if he don't fix him attitude, you will not see him anytime soon. Amal Knight, you will not see him anytime soon if him not fix him attitude, right? Junior Flemings, you will not see him anytime soon. Speedy Williams, you will not see him anytime soon. Fisher, you will not see him anytime soon. Corey could all have ball out in the MLS, you will not see him anytime soon. How much player that?
No, man, they put him on the standby, man. We say him have him, but maybe just a style him. He might be in the panic, man.
Who standby?
But a standby, they put him on. You know, when we sit on the JFF, man, standby, they put him on standby list. But me say, man, one of the players, them, we are the problem, you know?
So, them player the way you see me call, I can tell you that, bro, which part you see JFF put up that pan standby, brother?
Go on them, man. Them Mario Phillips, them Mr. Corber name, Mr. Kanye Boyz Clark. Yeah, man, Corber name did them, man. Go on him, man.
Which page at?
You feel?
Which page at?
JFF page, man. JFF, man.
Brother, you need to get some white rice and wash out your eye, brother. Which page you see that, man?
So, no, man, in the panic, man. After I commenters and to look.
Spar, I'm gonna see it.
Page, man.
Let's see it.
Just read what they write. Yeah, man, in that panic, man.
Bro, I go them a go, brother.
You see it?
I go them a go with Corey, brother. I can't tell you that, brother. I go them a go. Anything where I go them a go, brother. Believe it or not.
Yeah, true. Them same score 3 goal them, so then, you know, I don't know about them. Put him on the standby, though.
Standby for go and follow.
Yeah, man, see me a read that. Alright,
me see it, man. Me see
like
it.
I say, let's see it, yeah. Yeah, so them are Fletcher, Ricardo, Thomas, and you know.
What me just telling you a while ago. So when going forward, I don't want you the fans them come and say whether man there. Alright? Don't want to come with that madness on my channel. You understand?
I'm going to blame with that first pack. I mean, like, Speedy is a good energetic youth.
Yo, me I say to you again.
The thing for Speedy now still, you know?
Hear me I say to you again. Yeah. If Damian Lowe continue like this, he will be not in the team going forward. Alright.
Come on, Damian Lowe behave himself for 1 year. You hear the problem with Damian Lowe from the other day.
Damian Lowe said he need a new, what about a new administration? You don't see that?
Oh, man, see,
like how me telling you, so you see what me telling you, nobody go on and very, may I tell you no? As me get
but the JFF after no say, but the JFF after no say if they make some decision like this, you might get out some players, they make sure the players will might get better or they're on the same level, or because you might live and die by it, because if you don't get out Blake and you really go like one the keeper, you not perform, you know that they have to go pay a price. So
out of all of them man they will call, out of all of them man they call, out of all of them man they will call, 100% sure Blakey will get back a chance. If
man, Blake has to get him.
Yeah, because we don't really have no unless you say you alright. We are gonna just but may I tell you this, brother? The man them serious, brother.
Unless you recruit the goalkeeper, I think a Sheffield must say unite something like that. Westford, you know, top goalkeeper, unless you recruit some others. But Blake plays off even in the top 3 in space after there. We're not going there. But Speedy, I can't go around Speedy. I'm glad Lambert in the squad. So
like you're a big fan of Speedy, you know. So like you're a big undercover fan.
No. Speed it. No, man, I want to speed the man. The man always wet. The man always up and down with general. One thing the youth like him have a well fit. You can't say speed never fit. No man, you can't say speed enough fit. Speedy is one of the fittest players them pan.
Brother, the man him the man him
Speedy ever wet, man. You see me, him always
Speedy throw water in him clothes, brother. Man, the body full, yeah. Water in the I joke now, man. I joke now.
Speedy after man, Speedy ever in fit, man. But as you said, the new coach system I play, that man believe in the enforcers, so I don't think Speedy
I
have
want
a fit
coach,
team
I
system.
want a coach. What a coach?
Grim are the coach, man. Grim, I call him. I only call him hard. No, man, his name is Grim, so I even believe in the coach. Yeah, well, you give yourself now, you say the man at 55, you know, so man like me do research, you know.
Anyway, definitely, we catch up with it. You see him, sir?
Big up, yeah, man. Yeah, man.
So, people, tomorrow show, I'm going to teach you, I'm going to tell you, here what? I can't read, you know, as the man them say, you know. So, I'm going to get somebody who know the law and come break down the bylaw for the Football Federation. See? But people hit the like button. People hit the like button. The link pin in the comment section, people. Pin.
Yo, Ryan.
Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show, my boss.
Good evening, all go on.
Yeah. If me get it.
Yeah, you get it?
No, I don't get it at it.
Confirm the email.
Hold on.
I'm sending a text trying to confirm your email because I'm thinking you might be missing something.
No, man. Me not
based on what you're sending.
Hold on. No, man, on the right email up, man.
Alright, good. So you should have something coming to you.
Alright. So, tomorrow, I need you to come read the bylaw to the people, them, my brother. so I need you to look, I need you to look over it and think and come explain to the people them. Change your voice, share your scream. You don't have to put your face on camera. And we're gonna get into the nitty-gritty of this bylaw. So may I tell you from now.
Alright, what time tomorrow?
Alright. Tomorrow, Jamaican time, 6:30 Jamaican time. 7:30 my time. So go do your homework because a lot of the bylaw, the man them break. Not the FIFA bylaw, the bylaw of the Football Federation. So we're gonna discuss.
Yeah. Alright, no problem. Got you.
So what are your thoughts on the man named Boot, the captain out of the team?
Which captain?
Mr. Andre Blake.
Oh God. I mean, you know, put it this way, you know, it seems like it's a dictatorship, you know. If you don't sing their song, you know, remember, democracy is not necessarily a majority rule. You know, democracy is when somebody abstain, you know, you listen. And if they won't listen, the same thing is gonna just keep happening over and over again. Like I said, the sad things, the people who get hurt are the players, meaning the kids from the youth all the way up.
Yeah.
And the fans, meaning every Jamaican who loves Jamaica. They're the ones who get hurt. And you see, what I realize now, I stop arguing because you cannot convince people who don't have love for the passion for the people or the football. You can't convince them. You cannot convince them. So we're wasting our time really thinking that we can change their minds. You know, they said it's either you change people or you change people. It does simply meaning either you get them to change their perspective or you just get rid of them. And I think as long as, you know, there's poverty, there's always going to be corruption. All right? Because, you know, what tends to happen in a sense, in a state of poverty, you know, Bob Marley say, they make us hungry, and when we want to get some food, our brothers become our enemies, ambush in the night, right? And it's the same type of philosophy that they're using, you know. They're always gonna get, you know, they're gonna get people to turn a blind eye, although they're doing wrong. What needs to happen here sometimes we have to choose righteousness over everything else, and we're not doing that. Because I think even we've been very unsuccessful. I think you made a point in a couple shows ago. You made a point, and I think I was listening to it last night. It was your interview with, what's this guy's name? Rodolfo. Right. When you said this, there have been numerous changes of the head coaching position, right, over the last 12 years.
15.
Right?
I would go in like last 15 years.
All right, last 15 years, okay? There have been numerous changes. I don't think any head coach averaged more than, the average was like maybe 2 years per coach or a year and a half per coach.
Tapper spend the longest. Tapper spend 5 years.
Right. So they when they average out, and the constant has been the same board at the JFF, right? That's the constant. So if you keep changing the coaches and there is no, and you have the same result, are the coaches really the problem? Are the players the problem because you change the players as well? We bring in players that are European based or foreign based players, and we have the same result. So what's been the constant? So the constant, in any mathematical equation, I majored in math in college. So if the constant remains and you're still getting the wrong outcome, right? You have to change that constant. It's like in any physics, chemistry, any type of scientific equation. So what if we remove the constant? Let's remove the constant now and see if we have different results. They say if we keep doing the same things over the same way and expect different results, it's a form of insanity. So I think, we can no longer appeal to the conscience of the people and think that they're going to get up and walk away. So I told you, remember this, I was one of the first people, I believe, that told you that we were looking at the wrong thing. While we were busy talking about the players, them, and the coaches and all of that stuff, I said to you, I said, Ryan, the most valuable thing that Jamaica own right now is that trademark, right? You see it come full circle, right? The most valuable thing is a trademark. So why do you think they're going to walk away from this when you have Adidas and those people now on the table to give contract, sponsorship or whatever? Don't listen to anyone that tells you that they're not getting paid. Nobody will take the heat that they're taking for no money.
True.
All right? They will not take it. There has to be something in there, right, that is of value, okay, to them, why they're staying and taking all the beating and all that stuff. I think what we need to, there's a guy named Russell Acuff who taught me. He was a systems thinker. I was one of his last students before he passed away in his 90s. And Russell Acuff, he's written many books. He was actually a part of the Clinton administration in what they call problem solving. And he says what you have to do is recreate the organization. He said, when there's a problem, he said a problem doesn't necessarily lie where it shows up. Like, for example, if you have a problem with your heart, what tends to happen, you start getting swelling in your legs. He said, you don't cut the leg and drain the fluid. No, you treat it at the heart. Okay? So what he says, you have to blow up the system. So you just have to blow it up and restart it. And that's what needs to happen here. We need to blow it up and restart it. What we keep doing is putting a band-aid on a huge gash and think that it's going to stop the bleeding. The bleeding never stops. What happened? We're treating symptoms instead of bringing about cures. And, the hard part of it, I think, nobody truly cares, nobody truly cares. And Ryan, it's not as simple, It's not as simple as, getting rid of the current board or whatever. You have to have something in place, because if you don't have something in place to replace what's currently there, you're going to leave a vacuum. And it might even get worse. Just think of a lot of countries that you see, they have a very horrible, or the economy is bad, the administration is bad, and then they have some type of coup, right? And it leave a vacuum where the next person who come in becomes worse than what was there before. So I think what needs to happen, calmer heads need to prevail, and we need to sit down and say, what is the best step going forward? You got to form a constitution. Just think of the United States, right? The United States, is just a concept. The United States is run off that constitution. Just think about how powerful that constitution of the US is. It was different people, who 200 odd years ago, or, if my math is correct, 200 odd years ago, that sat down in a room. None of these people really agreed. They didn't agree on everything. What they sit down and said, what are the things that we agree upon? They said, boom, all right. And they said, all right, then we don't need to discuss what we agree upon. What is it that we disagree upon? And they put a list together and they sat down and they hammered it out, right? In a room in Philadelphia, they hammered this thing out and create a constitution, which basically are one of the longest lasting government, in history. So we have to think about that. We're not going to always agree on everything, but we have to be able to put our differences aside and say, all right, for the greater good, we're going to amicably piece out a constitution that's going to run the football federation, that's going to put Jamaica on the map. You and I were talking today. I told you I was sitting here watching out some practices when you called me earlier, right?
Yeah.
And what did we discuss? We talked about the coaching. And I said to you, it's so amazing that I'm watching these high schools here in America train. And if we pick the worst high school in Jamaica and put against these high school here, we give them 20 easily, right? Because we're talented people. But what happened, the level of coaching, the level of preparation is just not there, right? And think about it this way, Ryan, you went to school, right? If you don't prepare properly for a test, if you don't study, how do you expect to pass it? You think you can study the night before for your test and go and ace it? No.
I feel all of them, brother. I feel all of them because I never do no studying.
All right. So that's the thing. So, basically, if we don't study, which is the practices, the training, and if we don't have the right tools, the books and the teachers, right, then it's a disaster. All right. So, that's just it. So we for them to, your question started out, they removed the captain. I think, the people that I know that knows Blake and, within the Philadelphia Union organization and such forth, they always speak highly of him. The owner speaks. I know the owner, and the owner speaks highly of this young man. I can tell her that much. I can tell her that much. They talk about how well-mannered he is and all of that stuff.
He's a church youth,
So,
he's a youth and a kick up.
Not type of church,
Yeah, man.
Type of church,
I'm a church from a church youth.
So, I'm not really too going at the church thing, So therefore, what I'm saying is this. No, but what I'm saying, Ryan, is this. He's a stand-up guy. He, knowing the people who own the Philadelphia Union, right? I tell you this, they will not speak that highly of that young man if he had poor character. All right, but guess what? You see, what I'm gonna call Blake, and I heard the singer Lauryn Hill. There's a song that she have called "The Passion," and at the end she talked about. She said, a revolutionary have to be a revolutionary. A revolutionary is someone who is selfless, someone who will sacrifice themselves for the greater good of others. So that's what Blake probably did, sacrifice himself so that others coming behind him will benefit. I remember with the women's team here in the United States, when they got the contract, the new contract, right? The players who fought for it, they didn't benefit from it. It was Rodman. It was Rodman who benefited, who signed the $5 million deal. And I remember, what's her name, said to her, "You're welcome," right? The players who fought for that won't benefit from it, but the younger players coming in will. And that's just what it is. Listen to me. The problem is, and there are a lot of people that are allowing this kind of behavior by being loyal to people versus being honest with people. When you're loyal, I tell people I'm not loyal to anyone. You see, loyalty means you'll follow that people down the wrong path. So if I'm loyal to you, Ryan, and you're doing something wrong, I'm going to follow you. That is still wrong. What I need to say, I need to be honest with you, and I need to say, Ryan, that is wrong. Right? What you're doing is wrong. Okay? So the whole thing is you have some people that sit down and say,
because they're getting some money in their pocket or whatever it is, or some favors done or whatever, they will be on the side of those that's doing things that are wrong. So what I say, you gotta pick righteousness. See, there's a difference between doing things right and doing the right thing. Because I can do the wrong thing right, you know. I can be a thief, but you know, I'm a great thief. I can be a killer, but I'm a great killer. So I'm doing it the right way. I'm killing the right way, but killing is wrong. Stealing is wrong. What I have to do is do the right thing. Do not kill, do not steal. So that's the thing, you know, they're doing things right. They're not doing the right things. And that's the big thing here from a philosophical perspective. Look, I have no horse in the race, no iron in the fire. All I want to see, like I always tell you, is to be proud of our colors, right? Just like the example when Leon Bailey scored the other day, right? And tie up the game. Reggie, I ran out of my house like I'm not a fan of Villa. I'm not a Villa fan. I can tell you that, right? But when that young man scored that goal, you know, and I know him personally, when he scored that goal, I run out of my house with no flag. My neighbors probably thought I was on some drugs or something, right? Because it's a prideful moment for us Jamaicans, right? That's what we want to see. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're here to support Jamaica, Jamaicans, far and wide, you know. But I don't agree with people being removed because they are in opposition to what you are doing, right? You don't remove people for that. The man he's been a great player for Jamaica on the field and off the field. He has represented us well. And you'd have break that news to me because you know I don't really have time to really sit down and go through all of that stuff on a daily basis. You can hear my voice right now. We're not really sleeping in a little while now because I have some big projects and work and everything there. But it's we need to do better. We need to do better by the players. There's a guy in Belgium, Chris Van Hallen, I think his name is. Hargen, he is on the staff or was on the staff for the Belgian women's team, and they were part of the whole development of that golden era of Belgian football. And he talked about we coach who's in front of us, and he said who's in front of us, the players, the kids. So when they're coaching, they take it from the perspective of the player, not the perspective of me. I say, oh, me, I'm the coach, so I'm going to dictate all of these things. No. They try to meet the kids and the players where they are. Versus we have this top-down approach where it's dictatorial. It's kind of like a subset of colonialism, where we just dictate to everybody, and I saw this should do, and we don't want to take anybody's perspective. But let's see how many more coaches will come through and see how much success we have, right? It's not going to change, all right? I trust me, I want us to do well. A lot of people think that because you say, remember, you got at me one night, when I tell you, say, Jamaica, we're going to lose one game, right? And you tell me, say, I'm not supporting Jamaica. I tell you, say, no, Ryan, you cannot say that. What I'm saying, I'm being realistic. I'm a Jamaican fan. I want Jamaica to win. But based on our performance and what's going on behind the scenes, I did not believe we were going to win. And guess what? We did not win the game, right? We lost the game. I just didn't believe we were going to win that game. As much as as a fan, I want us to win. You have to be realistic. You have to be realistic now. You have to be realistic, right? And that's just the kind of things that I'm talking about. We just got to be realistic. It's a disaster. You can't tell me that Jamaica is not a footballing country. We've produced many great footballers, right? The administrative part is lacking, and it's not saying anything negative about anyone. Sometimes people are just put into position that they're not capable of running. They need more managerial skills. And then another thing is, somebody believe that because somebody play football, that automatically that make him a good coach. No, coaching and playing are two different things. A coach or manager is a psychologist. All right, you have to know how to reach the player. I heard, God, I keep forgetting the guy's name. Tired. Rudolph. Him say you ask him about the coach that was
coach in Brentford.
Right, the coach in Brentford, and he tell you, what did he say? He said that man is an absolutely great human being. Right? That's what he said. That man is an absolutely great human being. I just remember those words. When I hear people talk like that of people, I literally go now and I write down a little note and say, all right, when I have some time over the weekend, I got to go and check out this coach and check out his philosophy and all of that stuff. Right?
Yeah. We
need to start mentoring. Coaches are mentors. Like a lot of the coaches, they're more cursed at the kids them and all of that thing. I see it. And it's not just in Jamaica. It's right here in the US. I literally went and heard a coach at a halftime at a scrimmage last week, 2 weeks ago, tell these kids that they suck. Right? You guys suck. And this guy can't coach, no soccer, football, in any perspective. And they tell the kids then that he suck. And I say, and I remember just saying to the kids, because about 3-4 of my kids are on that team, that play on my club team. And I just tell them, I said, look, you guys have the second half. That team looks a little bit tired. Just now, get yourself together. And they went in, it was 1-1 at halftime. They went and win the game 4-1. You have to uplift the kids them. You can't have people that are putting the kids them down, because they're kids. They're kids, man. You think about it, Ryan, because our culture in Jamaica was a little bit different. I was thinking about it today, that when I'm actually driving home, my child is actually on the path to becoming a future Olympian. Can't answer the sport yet right now, right? Train very hard, even train with that particular sport US Olympic team this summer. And I was just looking at her, and she's talking to me about her training, what went on in practice tonight, and what she achieved and what she's looking to achieve. And I'm like, she's 13 years old, and I'm looking at her, and I said, damn, when I was 13, I was more focusing on, damn, how much girl I go get,
Mm-hmm.
That was my focus when I was in high school, right? The short time I spent in high school in Jamaica. And I just started realizing that back then, we think of ourselves as big man and this, that. No, we were kids. We just grew up in a society where we were just exposed to too much too fast. And then we look at, you can't look at them as kids are not little adults. They're kids. You're a teenager, 15, 16, 17, 8. You start getting to your manhood and adulthood when you touch 18, 19, you finish up school and, But we were prematurely exposed to certain things because that's just how our culture is. But you cannot be, I got a call from one of my players tonight asking me if I can help a next player, because after the game on Thursday, the player was panicking. And I said, and what can he do to help the player? I said, you can't, I have him seeing a psychologist because he has some anxiety issues, because he was, what happened when he was younger. So when he was 8, 9 years, because he came to me when he was 14, 13, he's 15 now. The coaches always tell him, don't mess up, don't mess up, don't mess up. So the kid here, when you tell a kid that don't mess up, don't mess up, don't mess up, all the kid is hearing, mess up, I'm gonna mess up, I'm gonna mess up.
Bro,
so the kid now afraid for play.
You're talking about the kids afraid for play. Listen, you know what to my daughter? Me ask her to count for me, right? And and me I say, I don't want you to look at the book. You know it. When you're looking at the book, try to not look at the book and count for me. Bridging, me know say if you teach somebody, you don't stand up around it. You don't stand up over them because they might feel so uncomfortable.
Right.
So me I get ready for my YouTube show now. I say, count for me. She in the living room, sit down, I'm a back and forth. I get my jersey and everything ready for come on. She start crying. I said to her, I say, why are you crying? I am helping you. Dad, listen. I said, Dad, I can't do it looking after the book. I need to look upon the book for count for you. I say you just need to explain yourself. You don't need to cry. I'm here to help you. For you to be a better person. in life.
Mm-hmm.
She start crying. Same thing with her brother. But me know why them don't want to do the book hurt, brother. Them don't want to do the
No,
book
I know
hurt,
that,
brother.
you know, Ryan, here's another thing, right? You see, in this, the way we grew up was different. Now, remember, we didn't have all that distraction. We never have the video games and the internet and all of that stuff, right? They have all these distractions. So you know what you have to do? You have to meet them where they are. So you have to figure out how to leverage those pieces of technology to educate them.
Them not
right?
none of them technology,
So like
brother. I not buy none of them technology,
Okay?
give them. I don't buy none of them.
No, but what I'm saying, you gotta make it exciting for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta make learning exciting. The next thing, like you said, you see when you're teaching someone, like you see when I'm coaching kids, right? I don't stand up over the kids. I kneel down, so I'm at their level, right? I kneel down, so I'm at their level, because what they see now, if you stand up over them, you become an intimidating factor. You're above them. The messages that you're sending, your body language and all that stuff. So even by you even walking and pacing and all that stuff, you make them nervous, right? You make your daughter nervous. So that's what that was what, you know, she was exhibiting while you're doing that. And then when you're teaching them, you can't really be screaming and shouting. Cause guess what? Let me tell you what, that's how they taught us, and it was the wrong way.
True. It
was the wrong way. It's kind of a thing that came out from colonialism. My daughter was talking to me about that earlier today, you know, when I pick her up from school today. You know. She asked me something, and you know, cause we discussing about the death of Queen Elizabeth, and you know, she know my philosophy is a little different. So she talked about things that got passed down from colonialism, and I say even when you tell a kid to stand up in the corner, remember they used to tell if you saw a board and them thing there, stand up in the corner, you hold your ears with one hand and the other hand you hold your foot. I said these are punishment that came down from the slavery days, right? And it was wrong. And it's wrong that we keep perpetuating it onto our kids. We have to stop that, right? Because what we're doing, we're creating fears. You know what they used to do to me when I was small? They used to tell me when go lay down under the bed. So you know, Ryan, you know, up to this day, I'm scared to be in like any tight space. I panic. Right? So the way we teach kids it's important. So if we want to develop the football and develop our culture, right? We have to start teaching the right ways. We need educators. We need educators that are gonna really teach the kids the right way.
Bro.
And that's the coaching. They talk about the coaching level. You mentioned that to me today, you know. Go on, I'm listening.
Man, say, even my wife, same thing I say, she sit around with them, she more nice and quiet. Brother, as you tell them, take no book of paper in, brother.
But Ryan, here's why. You say you have to show them the future, right? The same thing we mentioned to you about systems thinking. What it does, it says, you take what you desired in the future and you bring it to now. So what you have to do now, you have to show them that this is what your future look like, and this is what's gonna take you to that future, right? And you make it, and you say, look, you know, your goal in life is to make them better than you, because that's what we should be. My mother makes sure, says she made my life better. I'm making my kids' life better. I'm telling them they have to make their kids' life better. Each generation have to get better, or else we're in trouble. So you have to show them that and be a little bit patient. You know, your kids, you know, remember they're young, you know, right? And the way you don't want learning to be a punishment or learning to be aggressive. So all right, let's think about this. All right, they talk about coaching. You hear them say no laps, no lines. What a lot of coaches, you know what they punish kids with? When the kids them do something wrong in the training, then they make them sprint, right? They make them go do running. So then running becomes a punishment. So then they don't want to go run on their own to get fit, right? True. I hear Roberto Scarlett said that today. That you know, I heard him say that when I watch your replay today. He was always fit. He was always this. So a lot of these kids, I ask these kids a question, you know. I say, when is the last time you got up in the morning, 5 o'clock, 5:30, and go do one like a 5-mile run? These kids tell me they never do that. I'm talking about high school kids. I say, you're out of your damn mind. I say, are you serious? Are you guys real soccer players? Are you football players? Are you athletes? And you never get up or run. The only time a lot of these kids training up is when our coach is on the field. Because they create so much punishment in certain things. Training is not punishment. Training is advancing yourself. Right? And you train hard. Yeah, you let them know it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be tough. But what they do, they utilize certain things that are the foundational pieces in the sport as punishment. So then people don't want to do it. I mean, it's just real thing. It's just real thing, Ryan.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just giving it to you real. You know,
bro,
from a psychological perspective.
As a big man and have the kids, because you know me talk a lot behind the scene and thing, and
right.
You know, I still try to find the formula for them and thing. But
I'm gonna send you some stuff. I'm gonna email you some stuff, like some tools that you gotta use. You know, there's a thing. All right, there's a thing called ABC. How old are the kids now, Ryan? I forget. Them still young.
Yeah, man. My daughter 7, my son 8.
All right, good. So there are a lot of tools out there that will meet them at their age, that they will be excited to utilize. And then guess what, Ryan? I'll tell you something. My youngest, she's 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
My kind of opposite Scarlett, you know, him get all boy pick now, be a girl me get, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my youngest is 9, and you know what I realized, you see, these kids, you cannot take away the technology from them, because the technology is the future, right? Mm-hmm. It's the way they're gonna learn and all that stuff. So what I did, I said, okay, I'm gonna give you your iPad, I'm gonna give you your MacBook, but guess what? I loaded up with all educational stuff. No full game can't play upon it, right? And she's in there, she's coding, she make all our own games, and they code our own video games and things like that. But educational stuff, you cannot take it away from them, right? It's a different era. This one is a different era than when we were coming
used to, yeah.
So you have, yeah, right. So you have to embrace the new era, or else guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna be left behind. They're gonna be left behind. So we can't use right now thinking, or we can't use yesterday thinking to determine the future. No. You have to think about what's going to happen 10 years from now. Because remember, you know, your kids are going to grow up. You don't want 10 years from them, no, you know, them don't know how to use computers, they don't know how to do this, they don't know how to code and all of that stuff. You need, you know, like my oldest daughter, I remember when she coded.
You know, hold on, you know, I stop you there. Because my daughter got one school in Canada, brother, and it's so like I'm understand like they said don't bring any book marks or what them give you guys. Bro, them they give nothing, bro. What happened? With these
no, them not do them say don't what?
She don't bring book. She not bring book.
You mean textbook?
Book where you write in a notebook. Whatever.
No, sir, no. They need notebooks, Virgin, you mad?
Yeah, bro. So she come last week, she started school and just become my wife, drop her up and thing, and say, listen, I want you to ask. Monday morning, I want you to ask what they do at school, brother. I was so surprised, bro. So me wait. That's the reason why I'm not going to my bed. Now I'm going to my bed 10 o'clock. So I never see my wife again till tomorrow. Most of the time I see my wife until morning. I know say when we wake up, I see her side of me. I'm gone again.
Right.
So I tell her, say, when you drop her off at school, I have to know what the book. Although them go back to school at Jamaica, but them here until them get them, you know, them documents and things. But it was so strange, bro. Come here,
no. You see, there's a direct connection. There's a direct connection. Like I tell my kids, you see, when they're reading, they have to write it. When they read something, they have to write it because it's been proven, right? Neuroscientifically, there's a direct connection between your hands and your brain, hands and your eye. When you write something down, you're more likely to recall it.
I remember,
much easier. Exactly. You can recall, you can remember and recall it when you write it down. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So me tell them, you see, pen and paper cheap. So guess what? You know, me all have one box right to beer, you know, brand new notebooks, buy them boxes of notebooks. No, you have to write it and summarize it and visualize it. So I even tell them when they read something, don't just read it and repeat it. Just put it into a picture context. Because I say them always say a picture is worth more than 1,000 words, right? Because you can look at that picture, you can see so many things. So like now, if I'm studying something on the heart, I start visualizing the heart, the shape, everything, how the blood flowing through the heart, all of these different kind of things. And so when I need to recall something now, I have my visual, I have my picture that I go to, my little movie that I make in my head. So those are the things, but you cannot tell a kid, no notebook, no. Because that's why a lot of these kids now, Ryan, if you look at it, they can't write, When we go to Jamaica, penmanship, you were graded on penmanship in school. Yeah. You're graded there. I remember a teacher used to be like, your handwriting too bad, boom, Yeah, so those are some things where a lot of the kids are being left behind because of certain policies they're putting in place. But you, as a parent, you have to teach your kids. You can't let the system raise your kids. You have to raise your kids.
Yeah, brother, and that man try to tell you, brother, because I know right. that and because to me I work and my wife Japan.
No, that you're correct.
I was so curious,
that
bro.
You're absolutely correct.
Because I buy the book.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct on that.
I buy the book them and thing, brother.
Yeah, so guess what? You have to just kind of technically like have school at your house, Say, all right, we're gonna get to work.
That me do set up them local room and thing and put a whole heap of graphic and all of them thing up on the wall and thing and make it.
Yeah, exactly. Because here, like, the number one, my kids can't come home and tell me say they don't have homework. There's always homework. So all right, teacher didn't give you homework. Teacher didn't give you homework. Here's what you're gonna do now. You're gonna review everything that you did in school. And then now here's this book, you're gonna read this book and you're gonna write me one page somewhere on this chapter and all of that stuff. You have to raise them a certain way because you see, mostly when it comes to the black and brown kids, the system really don't care about them that much, right? So you have to raise them.
Homework at the first never see this, brother. At the first, may I say you don't get homework? I have to give her something.
Listen to me, when you were in Jamaica, man, them give you homework till you're dead.
Brother, I don't even like homework for morning, but I know say every school at Jamaica, you get homework, especially your first week. But I tell myself,
Ryan, I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah.
I'm a little older than you. I'm a few years older than you. And I remember this, growing up in a bridging. Sometimes we don't have no light, because money never did have to pay a light bill and light cut off. Sometimes you bridge a light, but the kerosene lamp will just burn and the candle burn all through the night. My grandmother used to teach me, never forget this, I can hear her voice right now. That little, poem, the heights by great man reach and kept were not attained by sudden flight, but those while their companions slept were toiling upwards through the night. And that me take through my life. Every time as I may hear my grandmother, right, saying that to me, she used to just say, look, candle cheap, just don't fall asleep, and that's just it. So, I don't understand. They're not teaching these kids to work diligent and smart and hard. They're teaching a lot of these kids to be lazy, right? And then what's going to end up happening is that the computers one day are going to take over and we don't even know how we can't do 1 + 1. That's what's gonna end up happening at the rate that things are going. That's what I see. I think let me ask you this question. Let's be for real, right? Do you think schoolboy football in Jamaica is better now than when you were in school? The quality of players. Do you think that you had better players, better players then or no? What do you think?
In my time or just overall?
Yeah.
In my time?
No, just in your time. Your time compared to right now.
My time I have a whole heap of better footballer.
Okay, good. And guess what? Before you, the players were better, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just think each generation we get, because what happened, I just keep thinking we're being kind of dumbed down as we go along instead of getting better. We it's the same thing in the education system, because I say soccer, I just call it, I say soccer as a subject. That's the way I look at it now. Football as a subject, we can call it whatever we want. Football as a subject, and I just believe that when I go back and I look at the Jamaican national team, even before the team that made the World Cup, really we had a lot more talent, a lot more, better players. It's the same kind of thing. Because these athletes now, all they want to do now, they want to sit down on Saturday and Sunday and watch Cristiano Ronaldo and Sterling and them. And they don't want to go out and work as hard as Cristiano Ronaldo and Sterling. And then they want to say, oh yeah, I'm not going to college, me to go Premier League. Yeah, I'm good enough to go Premier League. Man, you're crazy. Because what you see on Sundays and Saturday in a Virgin is what you call a finished product. But what you need to go is behind the scenes and see how hard these guys work to get there.
Yes, man.
Okay? You need to go see how hard these guys will work to get there, man. And that's just it, And that is just my 2 cents. These players need to, just like how you're talking about with your kid.
Yeah.
We need to get off our butts and work. We need to get off our butts and go train. When I heard Roberto, I said Scarlett. When I hear Scarlett talk, on your show and talk about how he used to just get up and go train on his own when he get the 5-year ban or whatever, and him go train and all that thing there. Yeah. I was like, wow. I don't see kids do that right now. I go out on the field, like even this summer, every morning before I go work, I'm out on the field 5:30 in the morning on the track running. I can even tell you this, if you think it's a joke, me make, call what's his name there? Well, you're coach you love so much.
Coach Ali, man.
Coach name. No man, the coach the one that was the assistant coach to top at one point, man.
The assistant?
The one that top assistant, man, and then them let him go, them fire him because
Jerome Wade.
Call Coach Wade. Ask Coach Wade this summer how many videos me send him. Me and him the video back and forth. Right? I make sure I'm me up on the field right now. 5:30, 5 in the morning, 5:30. I ask him if I not believe me, can send him video them. They train like say, me they train for Olympics. And I don't see any kids out there training, and they guess what, they might have high school soccer coming up or college soccer, and then some of the college players them that I train, they would come out there like 6 o'clock and work out with me till about 7:30, and then I say, all right, I gotta go, cause boom boom boom. Right? So you have to think about those things.
Yeah, what? Tomorrow get the look over the bylaw. Me because guess what? I go pick up my wife at the bus stop. And
me go work. Me go a gym right now, A gym me they go right now.
No, bro, we no go gym, brother. We go Patsy, bro. We no go gym, brother. We go Patsy.
Alright, Patsy. Me go Patsy right now. Alright, me get you now. Me get you.
Yeah.
Me go Patsy right now.
People, that's Brains. That's the man I call Brains. Right. You understand? A lot of people ask your name, so that's Brains. I call him the Brains, you know what I mean? But big up yourself, Brains, brother. No flow, no
problem.
Respect,
so tomorrow 7:30. All right, I'll make sure. Yeah, I'll be home by 6 o'clock our time. Your Canada time. So that's perfect. So I'm gonna put some time into this before I go sleep tonight.
Yeah.
So we can go methodically through the bylaws, and if you want, me get a couple lawyers on the phone too, so them can actually give some legal terminology.
Yeah, man, just do what you have to do. Do what you have to do. Get to where I get.
All right. No problem. All right. Bless up yourself, Ryan. Keep doing the work. Keep beating the drum. And I hope people smashing the like button, subscribing, supporting, support the channel by buying products and all that stuff, because that's the next thing, we have to support the youth soccer in Jamaica. So when the jersey them come out, we have to buy it. Hopefully it's a different administration. But still, we have to figure ways how to really fund the youth sports in Jamaica. All right, we can't just sit there and just say that we want to see better, but we're not willing to put 2 cents in. Put it this way, I told you this, if everybody in the diaspora, is bigger than what's in the island, So let's say we have 3 million people that represent themselves as Jamaicans across the world, and if each of them just give $1 in a bridge in a year, $1, that's $3 million US that can go to support youth soccer. Right? We don't have to put it through JF, we put it through an organization. I told you, I told Prince, I told you guys need to form a non-profit, right? And set up the board in a certain way with some of the former players. Then put 100 people on the board, no matter, right? But if everybody donate $1 per year, that's not a lot to ask, you know. That's you can't even buy one cup of tea for $1. If you give $1 a year, that's $3 million. Think about how far that can go for the kids in Jamaica, right? Each year, just think about if you run an organization with a $3 million budget US to really support youth sports in youth soccer. Let's just say soccer alone right now, right? In Jamaica, that goes a far way. I'm sure they guess what, these same people can get $1 a month. $1 a month. And if you get 3 million people give $1 a month, oh my God, right?
Yeah,
it's amazing. But it's gonna be the unity, the coming together that's gonna strengthen our people. But we can't just keep talking about say, yo, Jamaica football no good, or this, that, and all of that stuff, and we're not willing to put our own dollar, $1. That's gonna be my challenge. And there was a website, Ryan, that was called, I'm gonna be real quick on this. It was called the $1 Million Home Page, right? You can look it up. It's called the $1 Million Home Page. What it was a guy in Europe. I want to think he was in the UK, and what he did, he wanted to go to school, right, to graduate school, and he created this page and he pixelized it with 1 million pixels, and he said he's selling a pixel for $1. So you can buy a minimum of, I think it was a 6x2, right? So 12, and what you do, you just sell ad spaces, and the man raised $1 million. And then him create a next page and must raise about 5 million. We can be creative, right? One person, $1 each month. That could go far. Even if it's 100,000 people do it. Even if it's 100,000 people, I imagine you can get $100,000 every month they go into youth soccer. And everybody who put $1, they are a stakeholder in it. Right? Because you have teams in Europe that are owned that way. You have even a team in America, the Green Bay Packers football, American football. That's how they're owned. They're owned by the community. They're not owned by, there's no big owner. They're owned by shareholders, which is the community who donate money towards the team. Right? And buy, season ticket and all of them things there. That's the concept we gotta come with. Right? So I'm gonna challenge Ryan LFC. I'm gonna challenge Military Guna. I'm gonna challenge Manning's Man. I'm gonna challenge everyone to let's start a revolution and get people behind that that machine and say $1. $1. We want 100,000 Jamaicans or people who love Jamaica. 100,000 for donate $1 a month to go towards youth soccer, and we create total transparency around it.
Okay.
Total transparency.
Listen, tomorrow we'll finish it, brother. I'm gonna run pick up more.
Tomorrow.
All right, yeah. Tomorrow,
yeah,
brother.
Don't say no.
All right. One love brains.
Yeah, man. All
right, people. You have it. That's brains. Nothing but love and respect. But here are people. I have to run and go and pick up my wife. So the people that more calling tomorrow, we have a crazy show tomorrow. So make sure you follow it tomorrow and come support it. Come learn about the bylaw. You hear the brains just say he will try get some lawyer up on the thing tomorrow and let you guys know the bylaw. But anyway, people, nothing but love and respect. I appreciate all the support. Patrick, big up yourself. Reed, big up yourself. Big up yourself, Pagan. Enough love and respect, Bridging. Really appreciate all of you. James, big up yourself. Georgia girl, big up yourself. People. Wayne, big up yourself. People, I have to run left for them. Wanna get big up to all of the people in the comment section. Hit the like button on the way out. I am out. Peace.
Hi, my name is Tiffany Cameron, Reggae Girls top striker, and you are watching Ryan LFC YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.